refugees from Pax Darkus are safe in the dwarven kingdom of Thorbaden. You are in the ancient port city of Tarsus, searching for ships to bear them out of the Dragon Army's reach. But nothing in silent Tarsus is as you expected. The sea receded in a cataclysm. No ship will ever set sail from Tarsus again. The new quest is before you. To find one of the legendary DragonLance, mighty weapons that destroyed the dragons in ancient times. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
And we're live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others to Wicked Studios Presents. I love how you still wave, even though nobody's watching you right now. Welcome to Wicked Studios Presents DragonLance, Dragons of Mystery, Part 1. And you're probably saying to yourself, if you know anything about these modules, what the fuck is this DM doing DL5, otherwise known as Dragons of Mystery?
We ask that all the time.
It's it's official game accessory.
What the fuck is this DM doing?
Well, for those of you who do know, DL6, which is the next module, I got some light here, in the series, Dragons of Ice, skips a whole bunch of shit. So we're putting that shit back in. And we're calling it Dragons of Mystery. Plus, it's a cool picture for you guys to see on the thing here. You know, the thing. Anyway, I'm Adam. I am your Dungeon Master for tonight's festivities. And without further ado, let's introduce the rest of the cast.
Why do you just do that first?
Everyone's up.
So you can show off the...
So I can show off the cover. Yeah.
So you can show off the cover?
Yeah.
Not so you can hog the spotlight?
Oh, that too.
Okay.
Everyone's all messed up here somehow. So anyway, why don't we start with KD this time? We can't hear anything you're saying. That was really anticlimactic, by the way. Everyone was so excited for Katie's introduction. Anytime you want to get...
They're refusing to talk to you now.
That's not working. So let's forget about KD for a moment, gentle viewers. And let's move on to Kemchan.
Hey, I'm Kemchan. This is still Kemchan, I know.
In disguise, yeah.
In disguise. I'm in costume.
On the run from Johnny Law.
And I'm still playing Gorel Nightfoot, our large human fighter, and his adopted father, Flint Fireforge, dwarven fighter.
Let's move on to Will.Player.
Pew, 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 pew. Hey, everybody. How you doing? I'm Will.Player or Will.DM or any other moniker that I go by. I think Giant Stomp. I go by that as well. But I play Urgrin.
Thank you, Michael J. Duggan or Michael J. Dugan, whichever you prefer, for following. Huzzah!
And I play Urgrin, a priest of Chilaxia.
No, that's not it.
How do you say it again, Adam?
Just laugh.
Chislev,
Chislaxia.
the nature goddess, and he's a former plainsman, but he was a hermit too. So he was ran into these fine adventures while helping out the ungrateful refugees.
Thank you, Rodney Ford, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Hey, Rodney, how's it going, man?
Siderin777 says, Adam, I will buy you more bits, but you have to take out Will.
No.
I assume he means...
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah, now we
Yes.
can.
Yes.
That's a cool radio voice.
That's
you have
because
there when you do that. You
Sidorin
should do that all the time.
Sidorin super wants the Gully Dwarf bard. That's what he wants.
Nobody wants
with his
that.
stone jug.
Nobody wants that.
No.
Although we'll see what happens when we kill you tonight.
Although I kind of curious to what that would.
Yeah.
As am I.
We're just gonna do a one shot. With you guys all play Gully Dwarfs. Anyway, KD, how about now? Are you paying attention to us? Now you're not paying attention to us. What happened?
I was, but my mouse was not working.
You've got a lot of problems
I
today.
have a lot of problems. I'm playing Zarek. He's an elven fighter, twin brother to Zane. I'm also manning Lorana tonight.
And then, last but not least, Jason.
Hey everybody, my name is Jason. I'm playing Zane, the High Elf Wizard, twin brother of Zarek, and running Gilthanis as well.
All right, let's
But
get...
that-
What?
Well, wait a minute. You're missing over.
I'm just ignoring the fact that Gary's not here.
Oh, we're just gonna pretend like
We're just gonna
it's not
pretend.
happening. Okay, all right. No, I didn't realize that's what we were doing.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like when your
Okay.
parents get divorced and you just pretend that you just gloss over the fact that Dad's not here this Christmas.
Oh boy.
Thanks for bringing that up. Bad memories,
Sorry.
Adam.
Sorry.
I start crying. You know why?
Anyway, Gary is not here tonight. His mouth fills with blood.
I was
And we
wondering if you
don't-
were going to say that.
Wow.
We're assuming a
It
sword
sounds
swallowing
like you
accident?
just cursed him. It sounds like you just placed a curse on him. His mouth fills with blood.
So, Gary, he will be probably back next week before he's going to be gone for a little bit. So you think he'd do his best to stay safe and uninjured.
Hey, in these
for tonight.
days, man,
It
what
is
you
hard.
do?
It is
It
hard.
is hard. Yeah.
So thank you, Sidorin77, for cheering 500 bits for me. That's for
that is
me.
crap.
No.
You kidding me?
I could have used
No,
those
no.
last game, but we'll take them this time. So, anywho, previously on DragonLance, the companions responsible for the lives of 800 refugees from Pax Tharkis were able to secure safe harbor for the surviving 592 of them in the ancient dwarven kingdom of Thorbarden. Convincing the dwarves wasn't easy, however. The group needed to accompany the Hylar Thane Hornfell's son Armin Karis to the Valley of the Thanes to retrieve the famous Hammer of Karis, no relation. A magic hammer used by dwarven heroes over the ages to protect the dwarven kingdom. The legendary hammer was also rumored to be used in the forging of the original DragonLances. I put that in there because I didn't think you guys remembered that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hornfell and Armin wanted to bring back the hammer to reunite the dwarven clans. The companions were able to defeat not only the evil red dragon Ember, who you might remember from Pax Tharkis as being Verminard's dragon buddy, but they also, with the help of a gold dragon named Evenstar, thanks to a lucky roll, was able to defeat officers of the Red Dragon army, including their old draconian friend turned enemy, should we call him frenemy, Brody, who was masquerading as the slain Dragon High Lord Verminard.
I gotta say that's the dirtiest thing you've done as a DM so
Seriously.
far. Yeah.
He was a bud.
Yeah. It could have been anybody. Why
I
did it
know
have
it
to
could
be
have
Brody?
been. It could have been, but it wasn't.
It's bullshit.
During the battle, Armenkaris suffered a fatal wound and asked the companions to return the hammer to his father and tell him that the dwarves had been wrong to separate themselves from the rest of the world. Armen learned, with the help of and friendship he received from the party, that the races of Kryn should work together, help each other, and live among each other in harmony. After returning the hammer to Hornfell, he was made, Hornfell was, the king of the dwarves. And while there is still a lot of work to do to reunite the clans, he has now been recognized as their leader. Thank you, Jack Bonas, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thanks, Jack.
The dwarves had followed the refugees to stay in the previously abandoned city of Northgate. I'm sorry, the dwarves had allowed, did I say followed? The dwarves had allowed to stay in the previously abandoned city of, the refugees to stay in the previously abandoned city of Northgate. This has been a really tough sentence for me to get through. And even provided them with some food and supplies. Humans, elves, and dwarves together have worked... Thank you, William Henry Dvorak, for sharing our stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! I did it!
You did it. Congratulations. Anyway, humans, elves, and dwarves together worked to construct a suitable door to close the entrance. It's not as cool as the big mechanical one they had there, but there are fucking dragon armies everywhere, so you got to do what you can. To close the entrance from the north gate in order to keep the people within protected as best they can from the dragon armies. Finally, warm and fed, the refugees can begin to regain their strength and begin to heal. So, it is a week later. It is late evening. And you are all at the gate, inspecting the work that has been done on the new gate. And generally...
I assume we've had a lot of rest up until this point, so we've got everything back.
No, you still don't have any hit points. I'm kidding. Yeah, you've had many long rests since then.
What?
You're back to full health. Everyone's got full spells. If there's anything you had wanted to do during that week, you can let me know. Anything?
I got my ring.
You got your rings from Flint, finally. He was able to...
Okay, so I'll have to.
for you.
I need to talk to Gorell at some point after that.
Do you want to do that before this, or do you want to do it after?
Yeah, I think we should. All
right. So anyway, during the week that you've spent in Thorbarden, what would you like to say to Gorell?
So at some point when things aren't very hectic or what have you, and after
Gaz Errand, by the way, you might know as Curlithlon, says, "Who the heck is playing Gorell, and what have you done with Kim Chan's beard?" This is, I think, only the second time in my life I've seen you without facial hair.
Yeah.
I totally sympathize, dude, because if I don't have this, I look like an insurance salesman.
It's funny. All my students would walk into the classroom and be like,
"Not another new teacher."
I know, right? You look so young. Like
I know you do. It took at least 10 years off of you. So
Goldmoon and Riverwind did not get married. They're just starting their budding relationship because if you remember, Goldmoon was betrothed to some other jerk. What was his name?
I'm not even gonna. I'm supposed to be. Stop cutting into my scene.
Swiftwind.
Swiftfox is who she was engaged to.
Swiftfox.
Okay, so
and Gaz also says, "Don't worry, Will. You still look like an insurance salesman."
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
All right, go ahead, Will.
So when it's quiet and what have you, Ergrin's gonna go up to Gorell and be like, "You're kind of the front line feller, goes out whacking on stuff. It's kind of important.
Girls like whacking?
I just, I don't take this the wrong way, but if you take one of those rings, he's going to give it to him.
He gets on one knee.
I want you to. I knew this was going to go there. Now, you go ahead and put that on one of your fingers there, and
I don't like you like that.
No,
girls.
it's not that way. See,
I mean, I like you.
What this is gonna. Well, what's wrong with me? But
he hands you a small bar of soap.
Fair enough. What this is gonna do is it's gonna help me to ensure that you can stay on your feet a little bit longer. You have a tendency of getting beat up quick, and well, this will just make it easier for me to make sure you stay on your toes and in the fight, keep them evil draconian taps off of me.
Oh, I see.
And
So
then
this
he
is
takes out a platinum ring and he puts it on. So it's like a set.
Okay. And girl looks at the ring and he looks at you and he's like, so really this is to help you?
No, basically what I'll break it down into ways you'll probably understand. I can give part of my life force to you if you're getting low.
Oh.
Keep
I
you
see.
in the fight a little longer.
I
Then it's
appreciate
easier for me just to heal myself than come trouncing all the way over to where you're at amongst all that, evil stuff.
Ah. I appreciate this, hairy one. And he kind of pats you on the head.
All right.
It probably, he slips it on his pinky.
Pinky? I was going to say it probably fits your pinky finger. And then Urgrin just turns and walks away. That's it.
Okay. That was a sweet moment.
I know, right?
So yeah, instead of
Gorel never speaks of this again.
instead of
Urgrin does.
instead of Riverwind and Goldmoon getting engaged, it was Gorel and Urgrin.
Them shoulders, man.
Who could resist, really? So anyway, so it is late one evening, about a week. How many characters has Will been through? Oh, this is only his third.
This is only my third, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that body count up, don't you worry. So it is evening, about a week later. Well, a week later from the big battle. You guys are all at the gate, inspecting the work done, generally keeping an eye out on the horizon for any sign of the dragon army approaching. Since the battle, the deaths of what they thought was Verminard, the armies, and a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of his top lieutenants also killed there. There was obviously a power vacuum. So the remaining Draconians who weren't killed in the attack that the dwarves led, fled the area. Don't really know where they went, but you haven't seen any around. That being said, these are dangerous times. So keeping an eye out is something that, even though you are in the yeah, I just saw that. Even though you are inside the mountain of Thorbarden, there is a makeshift gate here because you guys broke the other one.
We didn't break it.
You did, so you took.
Shoddy
Gravity broke
craftsmanship.
it. Gravity broke it.
So
All we did was open it.
yeah, well,
Exactly. Thank you very much.
that was part of it.
Part of breaking it was opening it.
Yeah. Moments later, Lorana and Gilthanas appear. So Lorana, smiling, says, "We thought we might find you all out here." And Gilthanis adds, "As grateful as we are to Hornfell and the Dwarven clans, elves just weren't meant to live underground." And then a voice from the darkness says, "Humans either," as Elliston walks from, the shadowy area from out there, and he's been seemingly out there for a while. He has a book with him. There's a light snowfall coming down as well. And he says, "I was hoping to find you all together. Unsurprisingly, Hederic has started to cause a stir among the camp. Many are hoping to leave Thorbarden as long as there is a safe place to go. And it's not just Hederic, it's the elves," and he, gestures to Lorana and Gilthanis, and the Plains people too. I've been thinking, perhaps there is safe passage to the south or to the west. There is talk of the possibility of somebody heading out to the port city of Tarsus the Beautiful, as we are not that far from the city, about probably under a week. And I hate to ask you, after all you've already done, but
Grumbles, but he's going to.
You are the most capable among us. I would also volunteer to accompany you. And I've, been speaking with Goldmoon and Riverwind, and Riverwind has also volunteered, although Goldmoon has now taken the place of chieftain of her people since her father has died. She has decided that she must stay with her people. What are your thoughts?
Could you repeat that?
No, shithead. You shouldn't be chatting. You should be listening to what the DM is saying.
No, that's
Curlith. All right. So you've really heard none of that?
no. I did. I'm fucking with you, Adam.
Well,
Zarek
looks
is
at-
like,
Gro
So
looks at Flint.
Zane looks at Gilthanis and says, "So
bro.
you really
Bro.
want us to find another place for these people?"
Well, look. The concern from, the people in our camp anyway, the elves, is that the dragon armies know we're here.
Right.
There's only so long that we're going to be safe, that anyone will be safe in this area. We know that our people went east. I have suspicions on where they could have gone. I'm sorry, west. Did I say east? West. I have suspicions of where they could have gone. However, I wasn't part of the planning, as I was out looking for the refugees in order to try to get some help from the humans, and here we are. Thank you, Scott Marash, for subscribing on YouTube. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I think for any of us to be safe, we need to get further away from here. I too would volunteer to go with you. And Lorana nods. Me too.
That's great.
It's helpful.
Zarek's still like, he's like looking at his feet. kicking dirt on the floor.
Girl's just sitting there with his head in his hands.
You know how kids, when they like don't want the teacher to call on them, they just
Yes, I do. Oh,
Well, ain't you the fella that's leading all these people, Zane?
Me?
That's the way it looked to me when I joined up with y'all. Maybe I was
Leading which people?
well, your brother and that cranky dwarf and my,
Well,
hey,
my betrothed.
Is it okay to announce it here? My fiance.
Can we say it?
I've been waiting for the opportune moment to say this. We're engaged.
Dude, I'm gonna totally get some rings. I'm gonna send one out to you.
Look, I don't see that we have any need to help anyone else. We've received nothing but ire and animosity from everyone in charge, and we still got you all here safely.
Girl's like, yeah,
So
right behind him.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm heading. I mean, we don't really have a direction at this point.
Well,
there
I
is
thought the rest of you
some-
were gonna try and kill these dragon folk.
Yeah, and to do so, we probably need more resources.
Thank you,
and more
somebody
information.
that I can't see that cheered. Oh, it's Sidorin again.
Sidorin.
Sorry, there's the little thing on is not working properly.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Sorry.
And it's not for you, Adam.
No, that
it's
one's
for
not for me. So now we're
it's
even.
for us.
Now we're even.
So do we get an inspiration?
You get an inspiration. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay,
Yay.
Sidorin, you're my new favorite.
Thanks, Sidorin.
Who was your old favorite?
me.
Lil. Can't
Well-
you tell?
So to your point, Ergrin, we do need to fight this dragon army. The remnants of the red dragon army are still in the area. We could probably hold up here against them and thwart them, as we've destroyed their main dragon and a lot of their leadership. But in order to fight the other dragon armies that are amassing, we're going to need more information.
And no offense, and he looks at Flint when he says this. I don't know if I necessarily trust these dwarves to help out when it comes down to it.
Oh, I trust them completely.
Hey!
I trust them more than I trust any of the people of the council.
Didn't they already take
Oh,
Thank you.
don't get me wrong. I trust them way
Thank
more
you,
than
Scalp
those folk.
Trader 78 for following.
Huzzah!
Scalp traitor.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that's a metaphor
I sure hope so.
and not your occupation.
Don't get me
Well-
wrong. These refugees are a mighty big pain in the ass, and some of them are, well, I guess you could call them my folk. But how are we going to kill these folk? We need to find something.
Gilthanus, if our people are really unhappy here, where would you suggest they go?
Well, again, I don't know. There's been talk of trying to find, passage just away from here on a ship, which is why I assume that's why Elliston brings up Tarsus, and he says yes. It's the closest seaport to here, just a few days away.
And how do we expect to pay for this passage?
You guys have a shit ton of money, but
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
But
that's what
Whoa,
that's
hold
what
on
that's
now.
what Gilthanus says because he was there when you got it.
Hold on now. We have a shit ton of worthless gold.
No,
Platinum,
you have
no, we've got
silver.
a
You have
shitload
shitload of
and
steel.
gems.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
steel
Oh, did we get
too.
steel out of that
Yeah.
too?
We have
Okay,
gems
then I
and
take it back.
silver. We're
I kind of
loaded.
tuned out when he was listed. Every time Adam lists off it was like, you got so much gold. I'm like, whatever, we don't need it.
You haven't been paying attention to anything that's going on. This is why
What?
Urgrin is not long for this world.
Oh, Adam.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a bunch of stuff that we didn't know what it was magically. I will have identified it over the week.
Oh, yes.
So we'll get to that. We can get to that later.
Yeah.
So, Gilthinus, how do you expect for the passage for this ship to be paid for?
I was hoping that some of the riches you've acquired, many of which were stolen from these people, could be used.
Wait, they were stolen from these people?
I don't know. If
Zarek's
that's,
like counting them out. Like, wait.
I don't know if that's so correct. Unless you're
I mean,
then most of that stuff came
most
out
of
of
it- a lot of
the
it
tomb.
Most of the stuff came out of the ruins
Yeah.
that's true. You did get a lot of
and,
stuff out
and
of the ruins.
Skullcap Mountain.
Yeah.
But I could totally see him saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
that's just
so,
what Gilthinus says.
Gilthinus, you're incorrect about that. But
Right. Well, most of the, I mean, look at our people having to leave with relatively nothing. And these were people who were enslaved and had everything taken from them.
True. Well, we can see if there is passage to be booked. How that passage is secured that's another problem. But once we discover if there is in fact a way to get onto a boat.
Look, I don't think there's any perfect deal, but maybe we could, they could work something out, sort of a, work for services type thing.
You want to sell them back into slavery?
Well, that's not. No, it's not. Of course not.
I didn't suggest it. This is Gilthinus saying that.
Bro.
Yeah,
Maybe no.
This is the one who wants to sell them into slavery.
That's not it at all.
Here's an idea. It's you're paying for labor, but
Right.
I'm thinking that if that were to happen,
They're paying
This-
them. Shut
this
up.
this council, I think maybe needs to be dissolved. And
Yes.
just
Flint's all about it.
Well, that's not.
have one person in charge, and I nominate. Well, he might not look it, but he's pretty smart. And he points at Zane.
Well,
Oh,
I
my
mean,
bro's super smart.
well, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
he's
that
got
any.
the-
And this is Elliston.
and
I don't know
then
that anyone is questioning Zane's intelligence. That being said, it's not really up to
Well, sure it is.
you to dissolve the council. It's the will of the people. It's up to you if you would like to help them or not. Of course.
So let me get
Cyrus.
this straight. You could just go back to them folk you're talking about as helping. Say, look, they said they'd help and pay for it. All we've got to do is dissolve this here council and put him in charge until. You don't think they'd go for it?
Zane, is this something that you want?
I don't really want to be in charge of everyone. But
Gorell's
I don't wanna
nudging
have
you
to-
with his elbow.
I don't really want to be in charge of anyone, but I don't want to deal with that stupid council ever again.
Exactly.
Well, I think the whole goal is to get these refugees to safety so you don't have to deal with them again.
I mean, think of the experience. Take that as you will.
It's gonna look really good on your resume, Zane.
yeah, it's a resume builder.
It's a resume builder.
So, as it turns out, one of the places that I was going to suggest we look for information on these dragons and their armies was the Great Library of Tarsus.
There you
We
go.
are going that way anyway, or could be going that way anyway.
Surprise!
Gorell looks at Flint. We were going
I
that
just
way.
wrote down. I just want to announce to the world that I wrote down TARDIS, not
TARDIS.
Tarsus.
Oh, we could go to the
We could go
TARDIS.
to the TARDIS.
Can we please?
Yeah. I'm so
We're
happy.
on the inside. We can put all the refugees inside. It'll be
Oh,
perfect.
there you go.
Totally. It'll fit.
The Library of TARDIS.
Yeah, there's only
Then
like
we can
7
go
of them left
anywhere
anyway.
we want in time or space.
Is this a bad time to say that I'm not a fan of Doctor Who?
Yes, this is a very bad time, Adam.
I watched
Yet
a couple
again.
episodes. I couldn't get into it.
Oh my God, I'm turning this off.
He watched the wrong Doctor.
So out of this right now.
Watch
I watched the
Christopher
guy
Eccleston.
that was in Shallow Grave.
I don't know. I've never seen that.
That was a great movie.
Don't change the
Danny
subject.
Boyle's first
Don't you dare
feature
change
film.
the subject.
Ewan McGregor, that Doctor Who guy, and some woman I don't know.
So go and talk to your former council members
Well,
and let
so
them know what's
Do they
happening.
just want to follow us across the
No,
the
oh, of
wilderness
course
again?
not. No, they don't. You would go see if there's passage, and then come back and report what you find.
And then come back.
Oh.
Or
Yes,
can
we
we,
wouldn't
like,
bring
send
all
a
of them. We see what happens when we bring.
We told you to stay put.
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Well,
Worker
they
told us
learned.
to show up.
Maybe they'll learn from this.
I mean, if they don't have to come with us.
Like,
No doubt, Ergrin just turns and winks at him and goes, not a problem. We'll be right back.
all right, Elliston,
Yes.
you go tell whoever you need to tell that while we are out investigating whether or not we can find a way to defeat these onslaught of dragon armies, if we happen to come across safe passage for the people and the refugees to get across some mystery ship somewhere, we'll send word back.
So you're not going because they asked you to. You're going because you want to.
Yes. Everybody's in agreement with that, yes.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Elliston
Oh,
says
and Elliston,
yes.
you're in charge and the council's dissolved.
Right, but
I'm okay with that.
that's
fine.
again. That's not of our. This the
Well,
council
this is-
was formed by
They
the
This
want-
is what
people.
it comes down
They
to.
want our
Elliston.
input.
This is what it
This
comes
is
down
our
to,
input.
Elliston. If you want our help at all, I never want to speak to the council again.
I think they'll
Cool.
agree to that with no issue.
There
So-
you go.
You're gonna do whatever. You're gonna be the person that we talk to. Whatever you need to do on your end, your business.
Right. Well, if you notice, I'm here and we haven't brought you to a council meeting.
Right. Well,
Smart.
that's because we don't care what this council says. We're going to
Right.
do what we're going to do.
Right. Gilvanus and Lorana just look at each other. They're like, we're on the fucking council too. Assholes. Like, what the?
I look over at them like, sorry guys, the council.
No, it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Not anymore.
Zarek's gonna be like, you guys are cool.
Yeah, you guys are cool, but
You
the
guys
rest
are
of the
fine.
council's bullshit.
So you guys want to dissolve the democracy in In
Put
favor-
in charge of
in favor of a
dictatorship.
dictatorship.
Yes.
Yes. In the Roman Republic, during times of crisis, they would promote
That's
a
right.
tribunal to lead the entire nation.
That's
Thusly,
right.
in this is an emergency, and Zane's the man.
Great. So I'm in charge of 500 refugees. Awesome.
592. I'm soon with you guys with you in charge. There'll soon be much fewer. Don't worry.
I don't know. The council?
Thank you, Corey
The
Scott,
council-
for liking
yeah,
the stream.
the council's
Huzzah!
not responsible for
Thank you, Corey.
that's- I'm just
I
saying.
don't know, yeah. I mean, Zane can raise the dead, though.
Yeah,
so
true.
Maybe
I got-
it won't be as bad if they die.
Maybe more will come with us.
Yeah.
I don't
That's-
necessarily.
Yeah. By the
think
way, by the way, guys,
raising
just
the
so you're
dead.
aware, like outside with you is like this little skeleton group that just follows Zane around.
Oh, is
Wherever-
that-
You done that
Yeah, I have
already?
4
That-
skeletons that
It's a
just follow us
skeleton
around.
entourage.
That is awesome. I didn't realize that was a thing yet. I know you were
There's
trying.
One of them's
Okay,
got a
cool.
cell phone. The other one's
Totally.
pushing away bystanders.
Okay, I'm naming them.
They all
4
have-
of them.
They all have short swords and short
Naming
bows.
them.
Yeah, you can name them.
They'll have
Stamp.
varying degrees of battle armor.
Stanley, that's great.
Curly looks at them very perplexed.
Oh, he sure does.
Curly Junior.
Yeah. Look, Gary's the only one who I know has seen Shallow Grave because we saw it together.
Curly Junior.
Junior.
Is he constantly tripping over his own feet? Is that
He
why
just keeps falling over. He can't go through doors or up or down stairs.
When he
gives away
falls over,
position
pieces
like
have
every
to fall
10
off. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
All
Is
of
the
the other
blacksmith
skeletons
guy
are halfway
here?
up the stairs. Like, what's
What's
the
the
deal? And
blacksmith's
he's
name?
halfway.
Thoros? Is it Thoros?
What was the blacksmith's name?
Theros Ironfell.
Theros.
Yeah.
There.
Is he here?
No, he's
No.
dead.
Is he dead?
No, he's not
Yeah,
dead. You
Oh,
guys
that's
saved
dead.
him. He's with the elves.
Oh, right.
All right.
Okay.
One of them's name is Theros.
Okay.
There's 4 of them.
Curly 3.
They're all named.
They're all named Curly.
They're just all
the
curly.
third.
Am I the only one that's missing the obvious? Larry, Curly.
Oh, that's-
you
oh,
you are the
snap.
only one who thought of the obvious. Yes.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good idea, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, we've already
Yeah.
got
We already
Stan.
got Stanley.
Stanley,
And Shemp.
Curlithon Jr.
Dr. Kurlithlon von Hammerschmidt.
Yeah, Shemp was
And
one of
Shemp.
the.
Yeah.
was one
The
of the-
fourth one is Shemp.
That's the fourth
Sure.
stooge is Shemp.
All right, awesome.
There we go.
That's great. Thanks, bro.
Okay. All right. So you've named. Each of them has a different colored
Names.
neckerchief. So
Swift-
this way
Swift
they
Fox Linus.
Swift Fox.
Oh,
Just named after the little dead
Yeah.
cat.
Wait, hold on. It's gonna be Stanley Curly Jr., Linus Jr. No, Linus the second, and
And Swift Fox?
Swift
oh, no,
Fox.
Silver Fox.
Silverwind.
Silverwind.
yeah, call him
yes.
Silver Fox or Silverwind. Yeah.
no, he would be named Hound.
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 Named-
Yes.
Be
He
named
would be named
Hound.
Hound.
Kitten.
Darth Vader.
Hound.
Hound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a deep delve
Hound
for those who haven't.
Yeah,
been
you have
watching.
to go back to YouTube
That's like
/
session
Mr. Adam
one.
PL.
It's
Yeah, for
literally
session
session
1
one.
of Dragonlance.
And I'm pretty sure it wasn't even. I think it was you that did it because my internet crapped out.
Yeah.
So like I missed that whole conversation, and I came back to it, and I was like, "Oh, Kitten and Hound, okay."
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
That's great. So we have Hound 2, Linus 2,
No, Hound Jr.
Hound Jr., Linus 2,
2, Curly Jr.
Curly Jr., and Stanley. That's brilliant. All right. So I go to the group. I turn to the group and I say, well, I was going to suggest we go to Tarsus to check out the Great Library anyway. So you might have information on how to craft these dragon lances that we've heard about, or any other information on how to defeat these dragons.
And just for a point of order, it is the Library of Kristan,
Gotcha.
not Crystal. For those of you
I was thinking-
drinking
I heard-
along at home.
It's
I
in
heard
Tarsus.
croissant.
Yeah. Croissant.
Or eating.
Can I tell a quick story?
Of course you can. You're the DM.
When my sister was a kid, she was a little portly, and we went to brunch one time, and she comes. It was like a buffet brunch. My sister comes back with 2 croissants. So my father, not only who was not a very nice guy, but also somehow turned French, and he looks at her. My sister's name is Ryan, and he's like, two croissants, Ryan? 2? And as mean as it was, because I think, Katie, you can testify to this, that is bullying, I believe.
It is bullying.
That being said, the fact that he said it with a weird French accent that he doesn't normally possess, everyone laughed. My sister might have cried, but
Okay.
she can laugh
But
about
did
it now.
Did she cry in French though?
She did. Oh, oui, oui. Sacre bleu. What is this? I had 2 croissants.
You need to play a Frenchman in some game. That's all
I
I'm
don't know.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Anyway.
yes.
All right. So, Adam,
Yes.
what is it that we discovered?
Yes.
Magically.
So you guys, you had that sword that does an additional, I believe, 2d6 fire damage.
It's a long sword, right?
It is a long sword. You guys have a
No bonus
shitload
to-
of sword. You could open up a sword business. Gary, that's what Gary's been trying to practice swallowing all of these swords you've acquired along the way.
No bonus to hit or damage, just the 1d6 fire. right?
Correct.
And it
I have a
counts as
feeling-
magical?
It counts as a magical weapon, yes.
Okay.
I have a feeling that you might meet people that you could give these things to.
Nah.
I have 4 skeletons I could give you.
What about Riverwind? He's trying to up his game. He's trying to win Gold Moon now that Swiftfox is out of the picture.
All right, so
Traditional mourning period for the Plains people is a year. So
There were 2 rings and a brooch.
yes, there is a ring of protection
Cool.
+1. I'm sorry, +2. And a ring of protection versus normal missiles. So
Normal missile.
yes, so any crossbow bolt or arrow that is fired at you from a non-magical, it's a non-magical arrow or a non-magical bow and or crossbow, does no damage to you. And a brooch of shielding, which I looked up and then I forgot.
I think that's the same as what you're talking about with that ring.
Yeah, I think it is the same. It's like a +2 magic
Well,
items.
it's against missile weapons and stuff. If it's a
No,
traditional-
it's not. It's resistance against force damage.
That's it.
And you have immunity to damage from magic missile.
That's the brooch.
Yeah,
That's the brooch.
and that was it. And the staff that I sent you already.
Yes.
The Staff of Thunder and Lightning for those of you playing along at home. That is what you found. And then there's plenty of other mundane weapons.
Erdrin wouldn't mind that.
Thank you, Gillinek, for subscribing. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thanks, Gillinek. That,
Oh, and thank you, Queen Tiamat, for gifting that sub to Gillinek.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! You're the one we should have been thanking this entire time.
We thank Queen Her Majesty every time she comes
We
on.
do. Queen's
It's
awesome.
true.
The Erdrin wouldn't mind that ring of protection if nobody else wants it.
I mean, I think everyone wants it. but
Yeah,
everyone-
everybody wants it.
So, roll off. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean,
Maybe you could just come to a
does
decision.
anyone not have a magical?
You've already professed Zane as king, so he could pretty much do
True.
whatever he wants with this
No,
stuff,
no,
is
no,
what
no. I
what
said he was in charge of the refugees. That's
Yeah.
completely different.
Ring of Protection +2 is pretty dope.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't
I-
we want
I
to give that to our healer?
I don't mind giving it to anyone who's going to be in the middle of battle. That sounds great to me.
And
Well,
he
it
looks
also
past
helps with
Ergrin
saving
to
throws.
Grell and to
The Gorilla
Zarek. And sometimes Kurlathlon.
I mean, if either of the frontline guys want it, I
Thank
think
you,
they
Gil.
can have it.
Gil. And I never say Gillen NC. For cheering 500 bits, you guys get another. Huzzah! I shouldn't be huzzahing that one because that one is going against me. But you guys get another inspiration.
Hell yeah,
point.
you should huzzah there.
Nice.
It's going
I say
for
we
you.
roll it off, and I just rolled an 18.
Well, what I was going to say is, if neither of the frontline fighters wants to stake claim to it, then take it, Erdrin. But if either of them wants it, I think we should give it to one of them because they're going to be the ones taking the hits.
That's
This is the.
And then Gorell leans into Ergrin
The ring
from
of protection.
behind, and he's like, "And you did say I take all the damage."
So we're
It's +2 to
and
AC.
and Flint's already a tank.
yeah.
It's
Flint
plus
doesn't
two
need.
AC
Flint is
and
not getting
saving
anything
throws.
else. If I were you guys, I'd keep maybe
It's
a
plus-
fucking sword that can't miss. That would be great.
It's right. That would be
A
great.
battle axe of pure hitting.
So it's +2 to AC and
Saving
all
throws.
saving throws.
I mean, girl, if you want it,
Yeah.
go for it. But I'll take it if you don't.
Who has the
Um,
higher AC?
Mine is 21.
Mine's 20.
Oh, jeez, you guys suck. I gotta.
Welcome to 5th edition, Adam.
No, it's not even 5th edition. It's all this fucking treasure in these modules.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Do I get plus AC to my shield?
Yeah, you
with
do.
my-
It's a.
with my feet. No, I took shield.
Oh, so
master.
with
No.
your shield, you have a 21 AC.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot about my shield. My shield is +2. So
It's actually plus. A shield will add a +3. You sure you didn't
No,
add it in
no.
already?
No, shield.
no, I didn't. I was just looking at
Yeah.
what the
a
armor
+2
class.
shield is a 4-point boost to an armor class.
Oh, you're right. It is 4 points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So then I need to change that armor
Wait,
class.
What's
think
your
I
What's
already-
your armor?
20.
No, what's your armor? What armor do you
Oh,
wear? I should ask.
I'm pretty sure we already did your AC.
It's
I thought it was included in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it might be.
oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's
Okay.
already included.
What's
Then
the armor that you're
Us
wearing?
being like, whoa.
That's what I'm trying to.
Should be under your equipment.
Gary, if you're still watching, put in your AC. I guess I can also just look. But I'm gonna make Gary do something since he can't. be here
Chainmail.
today.
I got chainmail.
But it's +2. It's a +2 chainmail, I think.
No, his chainmail's normal.
I don't think
that's
his
why he got the
chainmail's
shield.
normal. That's why he got the shield. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he got
So,
the
Yeah.
shield.
so
I
the
see.
20
that
must
would
be
take him
within-
to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because chainmail regular is 16. Your dex doesn't give you anything, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay, so there's your
Zarek,
20.
what are you wearing?
Isn't your AC really shitty?
My AC
It
is
was
15.
before it got
He's
there.
Zane has got like nothing, right? I mean, Zane.
So why don't you take it?
Zane
I mean,
walks
actually,
around in
yeah.
some robes.
I don't mind.
As Ergrin stands around in pelts.
Well, no. Zane's got a
Kurla.
15 so
Everyone's talking around you. You're the guy in the corner. Hey guys, I've got something to say. Yeah, hold on. Kurlithlan's AC is 17, just in case anybody cares. But he's not here, so he can't argue for this.
Ouch.
Hey, look, I'm bringing it up because Gary is one of my oldest and dearest friends.
That man has blood coming out of his
He's-
mouth.
out of his mouth.
He's shouting at the
Anybody.
screen, and he can't even see it anymore because it's just covered in viscera, and it's terrible. So who's taking it? Well, this is not good
That's-
TV right now. We got to somebody make a decision.
I'm thinking of a
Hang on
number
one second.
between.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I think it makes more sense if Ergrin or
Yeah. I think so too.
Urban
Yeah.
or Zane?
takes it. Or
Because
Zane. Yeah.
because me and Kemchan and even Flint have pretty high ICs already.
Yeah.
So one of you guys should take the brooch of shielding,
Resistance against force and immunity
and
to
immunity to
damage.
magic missile, and one of you should also take the protection versus normal missiles.
Sure.
Mm.
Ergrin, what's your armor class? Not like what are you?
13.
13.
Oh, that's baby.
Yeah, I'm fine with giving it to Ergrin.
13.
Okay.
No. I want to make it as easy as possible. We're actually, Urgrin, your AC is now 9.
Oh well, if it's that low anyway, it doesn't matter.
That's a little D&D Dungeon Master magic for you.
Then he shouldn't get it because then no help is going to matter.
It doesn't, yeah. Somebody,
If
you know
it's
what? Just
not-
give it to him and then just take it off his dead body like
Yes,
Kurlithlan
yeah,
did with
yeah.
that bow.
We'll do that.
No love.
Yeah,
No
so
love.
Ergrin,
We
take
didn't
the-
bother
take the
giving
ring.
Linus any magic items because we knew it wasn't going to last.
So wrong.
I think we should give it to Curly Jr.
Curly Junior can get the flaming sword.
All right. So who's
That's
taking the
right.
brooch and who's taking the ring of Protection from normal missiles.
I don't care. I'll take whatever.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
The staff.
Mm-hmm.
Does it? How many charges does it have?
That's a great question.
I
I
don't think I
don't
see
know.
that in here.
Look it up in the DMG.
Okay. Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, I don't think I typed it
Okay.
out.
I'll take the ring if you want the brooch. Engine.
Oh,
Or would you rather? What would you rather?
actually, I think I'd rather the protection against arrows.
Okay,
Slings.
so go for it. I'll take the brooch.
That's the ring or
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
brooch? That's the ring. Okay.
That's the ring.
Okay. I'll take the ring, the one true ring.
Okay.
Cool.
And then the sword you're just holding on to and giving it to one of your skeletons from now on, for the time being.
Curly Jr.
Curly. These skeletons just last until somebody kills them, right?
Yeah. As long as I keep re-upping the spell every day.
Got it.
So I basically dedicate a spell slot to them, and then I can maintain 4 skeletons.
Yeah. Curlithlon, I can tell you, isn't pleased by this.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
know he's not.
Just, I don't. The rest of you probably think it's super cool, but
And like I basically have told him, like, I know you're not happy about this, but they're going to help. Look at how much they helped build that door.
and then you see one of them with a hammer. Huh?
And then it looks
And then
so
Curly
fun, like,
Jr. takes it
and
but
this one looks
smashes
just
his
like
hand with
you.
the hammer and it crumbles to pieces.
Curly Jr.
Oh, Curly Jr. I like to think that they're all really clumsy. Like he picks up the sword and he just like can't hold it and it falls to the floor.
They're clumsy every time except when they're in battle.
Sure.
All right. So, everyone's got
Okay.
their magic items. Is this Ergrin's first magic item?
What's
Yeah.
that?
This is the first time.
The only other thing he has is that circlet.
Oh, yeah.
He's got one of those sets of circlets
Right.
too. That's
Do we have these available on the
So you can control somebody
yeah.
with your mind.
you got that.
I'll put it in.
All right. So,
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
it's really hard for me to do that.
Yep, I got it.
all right. So, when do you guys want to leave?
It doesn't say how many charges are in this thing.
8.
That sounds pretty reasonable to me.
I meant to say 12.
Nope, 8 sounds better.
They're just one
It's just one a day or something like
one
that?
a day. It can use the lightning strike one a day.
That's
thunder strike
right,
one a
that's
day,
right.
And then thunder and lightning one a day.
Right, that's what it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Cool, that's great.
Okay. And you finally got a new staff after you broke your other one.
Yay.
Not quite as powerful, because you didn't even get to unlock all the fun powers of that staff, but your brother's alive.
My brother's alive. Good
So.
trade-off for me.
Okay, so. You guys gonna... What are you gonna do? I don't even profess to have any idea.
Oop, that's not episode.
Well, it sounds like we're going to the big library.
Yeah, we'll head
Let's
out.
go.
Let's get ourselves ready to.
Well, it's evening now.
So we'll set out in the morning. We might as well.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't get some.
I
like-
will add that it is cold. And we'll
Don't we
only
still
get,
have our wolf
and we'll
skins?
only get colder.
So we'll wait till spring.
I'm sure the refugees have plenty of furs, provisions, and maybe even a couple of animals.
The
for us to
refugees
ride.
are fine inside the mountain. It is quite.
That's why we're going to
comfortable
take.
inside the
That's
mountain.
why we're going to take their stuff to make our journey.
You realize that there's a
Don't they
million
have stuff
fucking
inside the
dwarves
mountain?
in here that you could probably ask for stuff without taking
Yeah.
it. The
Didn't we
scraps
skin-
that the refugees have.
Didn't
Yeah, but
we
the
skin
dwarves
a
don't
bunch-
have
Oh,
horses.
you guys,
I'm sure.
the whole thing. This is the interesting thing for those of you guys who have read the books and have played the modules. These are the villains. We're like doing this from the villain perspective, not the hero.
Far from
perspective.
being villains.
You're getting closer and closer.
So okay, we'll hit up the dwarves then for stuff.
Didn't we
They're-
skin a bunch of wolves not that long ago?
You
Don't we have a
skinned
bunch of wolves?
3 wolves? Yeah.
So we have like
You gave them to the
Gave
Oh,
them to
did we?
refugees.
refugees
Oh, that's
to say
right.
stop more of them from dying.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
As
Okay.
you killed 208 of them so far.
We didn't kill any of them.
didn't kill them. The elements did. That shut him up.
I stopped paying attention to you is what happened.
No, either way.
All right, so what would you like to get from the dwarves, or what would you like to just ransack from for
No,
refugees when they sleep? Your
We'll
choice.
get
Warm
We'll
coats.
get. to the
Yeah,
dwarves.
let's get winter gear,
Winter
provisions for a
boots.
trip. Do we know about how long it's going to take to get to the city?
You know that it'll
Or-
take about no. Well, they'll give you a map, but it'll probably take about because nobody's really been down there, but in that area, so they don't really know. But you estimate about 5 to 7 days to get there.
Okay, so let's take 2 weeks of provisions. We'll get a map. Great.
Ooh, there's the map.
Do
There's
they
the
have
map.
like Winterland boots?
To show you guys where you are, you see that there's this little inlet down at the bottom here. I can't highlight it because I didn't make it into a map. You guys are down the bottom of the map. There's a little inlet right where it says the Corollas something. Carland.
Yeah.
Should have named one of them Carl. To the left of that, you'll see a dot on the water. That is Tarsus. You guys are northeast of that. So
Can you, like,
basically
ping
you'd have to
where we
take...
are?
What'd you say? I can't ping on this thing. I can't.
Oh.
Because I didn't make it into a map. I should have.
Oh.
But I wanted you guys to be able to reference it whenever you wanted to.
Oh.
Down at the bottom,
Down at the bottom.
little inlet
Okay.
to
Yes.
the east of the Corollas motherland there, whatever that says. I can't really read it. My vision's not that good.
Carland.
Carland, thank you. It was Carland. There's a little dot just below the tip of that inlet. That is
Okay.
Tarsus. You guys are northeast of the tip of that inlet. So you sort of have to go around the inlet and down
Gotcha.
to Tarsus.
Okay.
Are we on
So
the same
wait.
side
So
of
is that why we need a boat? Is to cross that little?
No, you want the boat to
Inlet?
get the
No.
fuck out of town.
Oh. Okay.
Because you want basically the further you can. Well, this is the refugees' thought process anyway. The further they can get away from the dragon armies, the better. No, Bupu absolutely was one of the gully dwarfs murdered by Zane.
Aw.
Don't tell.
Because these are the villains.
Oh no.
So Bupu was murdered horribly. And Bupu was the first too, so she didn't even get to like see the other ones first. She's just it was just a new splat. Anyway. And I'm telling you, SPK, Bupu was in fact there.
Queen Tiamat told you to shut up, Adam.
Anyway, that's where you guys are going, and this is the map that they give you. You can see that it's an old map, by the way. 550 years pre-cataclysm. But that's all they had, because he's a dwarf. They don't travel much.
Literally don't get out much.
Yeah.
All right.
Did I even show you guys at home the map? I might not have done that.
Nope.
I forgot to hit that part.
Do you have cool map showing music on?
Fuck off.
Whoops, you made me snap.
No, I don't. All right. So you get some gear.
Yeah, let's get some winter gear.
Yep.
Let's
They'll,
get
they'll,
some-
they'll, you know, I mean, there's going to be things like boots and stuff that may not fit Garel. The others, they
we
could
got
probably.
a week, and I'm sure there's some cobblers or something that we could have them.
You've got a
Make-
week, says who?
Well, I mean, we
It
can
takes a
take
week to
whatever
get
time-
that. I mean, they can ship
take
it to
whatever time
you.
we want. We can wait till Garel's boots are made.
We could also say that during the week that you've been here, you've been
That's what I thought.
trying to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
materials here together.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes more sense.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome. Let's try not to kill any more refugees.
So
Boots of the winter, Lance.
yeah, boots of the winter. Is there any way we can get like horses, or
They don't have horses here.
they don't have any type of pack animal or anything like that?
No, nothing that could
Ref-
carry you through the wilderness.
Okay.
You have a Zarek.
The refugees do.
And we have skeletons.
The refugees don't have horses. They have wagons that they pull themselves.
What happened to the horses that were pulling the wagons?
They ate
There were
them.
no horses.
There were no.
Oh, they ate them.
They completely
No,
would
they
not
probably
have
ate
horses
them.
by
There
this
were
point.
no
You can-
horses. There were no horses.
Yeah, when the elves freed the slaves, there were wagons with horses.
That was a different group of slaves.
Oh,
It was a
Those
Yeah.
slaves were freed by the elves.
hey, in my defense, it was a completely different character. So I
That
don't
was
hear.
2 characters ago.
characters ago for Will.
So,
And that character really wasn't quite there. He was running behind
that's
the
true.
entire
There you
time.
go.
He was doing one of his marathons.
Getting his cardio in. Yeah. Calves of steel, if only that
was
were
a runner.
enough defense against a white. All right. Anyway.
So we're half heel toeing it there, I guess.
Are there any known cities or outposts or anything between here and there?
On the map, there looks like some sort of city or town named Hopeful.
It's pretty hopeful.
But other than that, there's nothing in between you and there. That's on
So
this
we
map
might-
anyway.
We might as well stop there on the way, and then continue downward.
All right. So next morning, you guys heading out?
Yeah.
Yep.
You have Riverwind, Elliston, Gilthanus, and Lorana accompanying you.
Gold Moon's hanging back.
Okay.
Gold
She's
Moon
hanging
is
back.
Gold Moon is hanging back with her people.
She's
Yes,
the
she's
leader.
their leader now. So yeah.
Excellent. So she won't see when her. Never mind.
Erdwin kills Riverwind.
That's not gonna happen.
Unlikely.
All right, so you guys head out. You know what? Since we're heading out into the wilderness, why don't we take a quick break here? It's a couple minutes before time, and then we will get back to it on the road to Tarsus.
You didn't upgrade Riverwind at all.
What are you talking about?
He's still got the same measly hit points he had before.
What does he have?
34.
Yeah, that is kind of shitty.
That's what Gilthanus has too, but he got the extra attack. So
Yeah, you know what? That's all.
It's the
That's
same.
all Riverwind
That's
gets.
fine.
That's all he gets.
Wait,
You're not going to give him more hit points, though?
No, but it'll be.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I'm good with this. Trust me. Yeah.
Lorana
All right.
is
Anyway,
the
guys.
thing.
I gave Lorana more hit points than she should normally have.
Oh,
So
but she has a decent AC now, right?
she does. She has a decent AC.
yeah, she has a good AC.
Her hit points
luckily.
are poop.
They are. Anyway, on that note, we will be right back. Join us here as we continue Dragonlance, Dragons of Mystery, Part 1. And we shall return momentarily, so don't you go anywhere. Bye-bye. For now.
Don't say yeah.
Yeah, I
Be
realized
right
that
back.
was a bad idea.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with them. We're not coming back. But, we're going to be sitting here all night.
Hey,
And we're back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with us on a D&D Friday.
Hi,
for
Nick.
for Wicked Studios presents DragonLance: Dragons of Mystery, Part 1. This is episode 31 for those of you playing along at home. And let's get back into it. So it is morning. You guys have all your stuff packed up. You're heading out. It is cold. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Ed. Ed McKeel for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thanks, Ed.
You might know Ed from DragonLance Nexus. And tomorrow night, catch us on Twitch and YouTube YouTube DragonLance Nexus. Look it up. And Facebook /DragonLance Nexus. For our episode 5 of Dragons on the River of Time, where Ed is our DM, and I play a guy in it. How's that for an intro? Anywho, check us out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'll find the link, and I'll put it in the chat.
Thanks. So anyway, you guys head out. It is cold. It is winter, the beginning of winter now. There is snow still on the ground. You guys are going further south. The further south you go, the colder it gets. The first couple of days, you don't see anything. You don't even see tracks. Thanks, Will.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any villages. You don't see any people. The roads are barren, empty. You also begin to notice that the map that you were given is not entirely accurate. The good news is the way that Thorbarden is, from the way that you think you have to go, it doesn't look like you have to go around that inlet, which is good. So you might be able to shave a little bit more time off of your journey. But again, hard to say because this map is not, it's pretty old and not entirely accurate. Although seemingly so far pretty close to. One thing you do notice is that north of Solace, and Curlithlon would notice this as you guys are looking at the map and making your way down south. There's a body of water in between the northern part of Abundancia. I never pronounced that right. Abundancia. Sure. Abundancia. Thank you. and Solamnia. That's not listed on this map. So this map's a little wonky. But you got an idea where you're going. Heading that direction. It's super cold. It has been snowing nonstop since you left Thorbarden. So while you guys obviously stop and rest, you are unable to get a restful sleep because of the cold and the fact that this is just barren land. I know we've had this conversation, Queen Tiamat. I just still fuck it up every time. I don't know why. So right now, everybody is at 2 points of exhaustion. Zane is going to also need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That means we're going to take longer to get there.
15. A 15 is good, though. So besides the 2 levels of exhaustion, that's really it for you.
Did you stock up on stuff while we were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to get all of your stuff.
Not everything.
Yes,
Everything I
from
could.
in Thorbarden, and in this area, there's not a lot to choose from here too. There's because of the climate. So far, you've been able to, and you've needed to drink your drink, during your rests to get this far, but you're definitely running low on supplies. Third day, you see in the distance, and this is a real blustery, blizzardly day, if I can turn blizzardly into an adverb. Sure. In the distance, you see a small... It's either a really small city or a bigger town, completely walled in. As you get forward another couple of hours, you see that the gates are closed. And you also do not see a lot of activity. In fact, you don't see any activity on the outside of this little town here. You imagine, based on the map, that this is hopeful.
That's ironic.
What would you like to do?
Well, I'll start heading up towards the gate.
Okay. You can make your way to the gate easily enough. I mean, you're trudging through some snow, but other than that...
Is there anybody at the gate?
Gate is closed and locked. It is a big wooden doors covering it, as well as an iron portcullis.
I shall knock.
You knock. Some time passes. There is a little tiny hole in the door that opens up, a little tiny wall. Is what you hear from the person. And you see just sort of the eyes of what appears to be a human. Go away.
That's kind of rude. My name's Erdrin. These here's my traveling companions. We are in need of some shelter.
Oh, you'll find no shelter here.
They got coin.
There's not enough coin in all of Kryn. You've seen those flying beasts.
Yeah, the dragons.
Yes.
Yep.
They come with
Nice.
armies.
Yep.
No one is allowed in.
Well, son, we're not with them, if you can't tell. And if they...
That one kind of looks like he is, and he points at Zane.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
No, I'm not with them. I'm with these guys.
Yeah,
I was
well,
just...
that means
I
that...
tried. There's skeletons with you, right?
Yeah, there's also skeletons there. That means you're all in league with them.
Zarek's like, no, that's my twin brother.
Yeah.
Wait, well
So
that
they
means
got-
you're also in league with them then.
All right, you found us out. We're with the dragon armies, and frankly, if you don't open the door, I'm gonna blow on a whistle, and
Okay, well
dragons gonna
here's
come down here and
so here.
destroy your city, kill all your people, and I don't want to have to do that.
Erdrin, I don't think that.
That's why they sent me out here is to find
You're not getting
who to
on.
destroy and
You're
who
not
to
getting on the
destroy.
good side here. I can tell you that the priests,
I'm trying to deceive him.
they say
Should I roll something?
you can roll whatever. Sure, roll deception.
Okay, here we go. All right, where's deception? I'm not really good at this, but I'm gonna try. Here we go.
18.
Okay.
He believes you.
Okay,
And then
good.
he says,
Good
then he
That's
still
not good.
continues. The priests say admitting outsiders to our town will bring doom to us all.
Oh,
So be gone before I
And
order
you're-
the archers to kill you all.
Any of those priests you got in there heal? They got magic. Of course they don't.
Maybe you didn't hear what I said. A priest. I didn't say a doctor.
I can heal with magic.
Archers!
All right, I tried.
And you
Looks like
see, a bunch of archers now climbing into their spots.
Define a bunch.
Roll. All right, I'm gonna roll.
No, let me roll.
Sure, roll a d100.
D100? How big is this town?
Well, I'll tell you after you roll. Oh shit, 100!
What?
All right, so there's a lot of archers.
I'm so glad you rolled. There are now 100
Wow.
archers, most of the townspeople. You see children, old women. There's a... it's an eclectic
Wow,
group.
they really like archery here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe them dragons
You
will have
notice
a
a
hard
plaque
time.
on the door. Ansalon archery champions. Year 350 AC.
Spell out of order, please, no.
Look, we're not looking for any trouble. We're not really with the dragon army, despite what this fine hairy fellow said.
I mean, you're walking around with skeletons. So
Yeah, they carry lots of stuff for us.
The little door.
I mean, we should
the
at
little
least
door
throw like
closes.
a robe over them or something.
The
so
little door closes. The
so people don't
archers
see 'em.
notch
I mean-
arrows.
we could make them look like monks or something.
I mean, Garel's fine. Garel, just go antagonize them and get them to shoot at you.
I was like, I don't know. I was thinking
5
about that.
archers let loose.
All right, Gorell steps up in front.
I got a
Because he's-
21, a 9, a 14, a 17, and a 19.
To hit Garel?
Well, the first one, basically we're going in order. There's Garel, 1. 2 is Ergrin. 3 is Zarek. 4 is Zane. 5 is, we'll roll a d4.
Don't forget Riverwind.
In that order, Riverwind, they're not a because Riverwind's such a great guy. He just
Riverwind
looks so. He
actually-
just looks like such a great guy.
Riverwind jumps up and goes in front of all of us and takes all of the
4.
hits.
The last one goes to Zane. So 2 against Zane. The other one. So well, I guess Garel doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So and that was the best hit. 9 will miss Ergrin. Oh wait, I made your Hummer class 9 earlier, so I guess that hits.
I've got stuff now.
I'm kidding. I think a 14 will miss Zarek, regardless.
Yep.
And then a 19... I'm sorry, a 17 and a 19 against Zane.
Alright, so Zane's gonna cast shield for one of them
And
Okay.
I'm gonna use my protection reaction against the other.
to give it disadvantage.
Give it disadvantage.
Well, if you have it, I mean, the shields will block both of them if
Well,
you do it for
yeah,
the first
it'll
one.
get
So.
both.
Oh, right.
I mean, you could still do that, but you don't need to, really.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You would do it.
Well, what's the AC with the shield?
It's +5, so I have a 20 AC now.
Okay.
For the round.
Got it. And then the
Look,
yellow...
We're leaving. We don't want to stay here anyway.
This-
Here, your town has bed bugs.
I'm gonna leave you this place is a totally bad Yelp review, okay? I got a lot of followers.
Look, there's 4 right here.
They're all typing on their phones. No good. Wouldn't stay here again. Curlithlon Jr.
Early Junior is actually brutal with Yelp
He
reviews.
is devastating.
He's all
All right.
Well,
So what do you do? Are you leaving?
how? So we've still got provisions, right? Because we took enough
Yeah,
We
provisions.
took
sure.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's
just,
just a matter of
it's that-
camping in the cold.
yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, but you got your bonfire.
I could build fire. That's not a problem. It's shelter.
Shelter. Yeah.
We probably. I mean, like we have bedrolls and stuff from our adventures packs. We didn't really specify if we took camping gear.
I don't think there's any
I
camping
have
gear there to
mending.
take,
Yeah. They're not the outdoors type.
right? We just got to push on. Let me see if there's any spells that I can rememorize.
I mean, we can get in.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
We'd have to kill a bunch of folk. It's not really what we want to
I don't
do.
want to kill a bunch of folk.
I was hoping I could just intimidate them into giving us an entry, but obviously they're
Maybe
feeling
telling people
confident
we're part of the
behind their
Dragon Army is
walls.
not the best idea.
Well, son, I mean, for a smart person, they say, well, a dragon flies in the air. We're down here to kill us. Maybe we let them in and things will go easy. These folk are obviously stupid.
That's the conclusion.
Yeah. All right. That's a good conclusion. I'm gonna come on, Charlie Jr. Let's go find a place to build a fire.
Let me see if there's something I got. I just found out that Endure Elements is no longer a spell in 5th edition.
Yeah.
Really?
That
Really?
shit? Yep.
Wait.
It is not.
Wait.
Since when?
I
Google it.
thought it was. Wait, hold on.
Because there's
Elements.
There's absorb.
absorb
Yeah.
elements, but not endure elements.
Hmm.
Isn't it? Doesn't it? Didn't absorb elements absorb the
No.
traits
Damage.
of-
That's
No,
a
'cause
period.
it-
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah, absorb elements is only for one person, and basically allows you to take it in and to redirect it out. Is basically what it does. Endure elements is for these kind of situations, which I just found out it doesn't exist.
Everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Fine.
Oh. 5.
13.
19.
Yeah, that was.
Wow, Zane.
Yeah. I got 4 skeletons helping me. Shielding me
they're all,
from the,
they're all going.
They're all wind blockers.
yeah. Well, they're immune to exhaustion, so they're fine.
Yeah. All right, so Ergrin, Zarek, and you need to roll for your other characters too.
Oh,
KD's the
they
only
don't
one.
get arrows, but I got to roll for this. I got you. Hold on.
All right.
Dang, Flint.
Excellent. I love this. Yeah, baby. Riverwind got a 9.
Gilton has got a 9.
Yeah,
as well.
Riverwind got an 8. No, Riverwind got a 5.
Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah, Riverwind got a 5.
You got a
That's
5.
yeah, even better.
All right, so Riverwind, Gilthanis, Gorel, Zarek, Ergrin. I'll take another point of exhaustion.
Lorana, too.
Lorana,
Sure.
no, Lorana got
No,
the
I
first
rolled-
one. Yeah, the first. Yeah, I
you
see.
did twice.
And Lorana.
Let me put.
This is
I gotta
3.
turn that on the tracking. Where's that at? On there.
You have to go in the little gear.
Yeah, I'm looking through the lists.
So
Over
what
to the
does
right.
third do?
Encumbrance.
Disadvantage on ability checks, speed halves, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Where
Okay.
where can you track it? Exhaustion?
In the
On the
little
sheet.
gear, it'll give you
Yeah.
an option to do that in there.
There it
somewhere.
is. Yeah, it's in the box on the right-hand side, down towards the bottom, underneath ammo tracking. Exhaustion tracking on.
What is four? What's the one that kills you? 6?
5.
6.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
On the right under animal tracking, I don't see it.
Did you hit the gear?
Yeah.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
So when you open up the gear, it's that
Yeah.
first box right underneath where the gear is. Then you go down.
Or you could just jot it down because nobody wants
Towards
to listen
the
to us
bottom.
talk about this.
That's
and
true. I'll just do it.
It'll show exhaustion tracking, and it's an
Oh, I see. I got it.
and then that'll make a box in your character sheet where
Gotcha.
you can, and the box for that is underneath where your hit dice is and your death saves. and it automatically tells you when you put your level of exhaustion on there what it does. I'm assuming that affects the rolls when you do the rolls too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm up to 3 exhaustion.
Ooh, speed is halved.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. All right.
So
We should
Zane was
build
already
some
slowing you
bonfires.
down.
We should build some bonfires, and let's take a look at what we've got.
What are you going to use to build them?
Well, I can just make a bonfire
Yeah, he's got a spell.
Right.
and concentrate on it until we find stuff that can fuel it.
There doesn't appear to be anything. There's no trees here. This is just open, flat land, covered in ice and snow.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You can use my arrows.
Could probably use arrows. I have a couple of torches, but they're not really going to last long.
I would have stocked up on arrows while we were there, so
Yeah.
we can use some.
Let's see what else we have.
Okay, I can burn. That's not going to work.
I have a stick of incense.
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck you, wizards, for getting rid of endure elements. Ugh. I got there's protection from energy I can cast, but it only lasts an hour, and it's a 3rd level spell for one person. That's bullshit.
I have some rope we could burn.
We can break down their door.
We could break down their door.
That would be.
Thank you, Chris Seaman, for liking the
Okay.
stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Why don't we try again to get inside this place? Because we're gonna die if we don't.
Are you going to go back?
To the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how close are we to Tarsus from where we're at
A
right
couple
now?
more days.
Yeah,
And
we're
how
not
far?
doing
And
any-
we're only what? We didn't.
But also
Like,
our speed
just
is half.
left.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
speed is half, so it's going to take us
You've been
like 4
traveling for
days.
3 days so far.
But how far back is what's that
Horrible.
place? Blessing or Hope or whatever the hell it
Hopefully.
was.
I
This-
mean, if you guys
is it,
walked,
right?
if you guys walked to, I mean, you're basically another half a day away from them. Oh, maybe a little less.
Oh, half a day away from Hopeful? I thought this was it.
No, this is when you were
No.
camping for the night on
Oh,
day
Gotcha.
3.
I didn't realize.
I don't think we'll survive much longer if we don't get into that town.
Yeah.
I think we should go there during the day and try to get in.
Hmm.
You can
Yeah,
just.
got
Can you
nothing.
disguise self? You can't do that anymore.
Nope.
Anybody got a disguise kit?
We're really
That
low.
guy's dead.
I mean, we could leave the skeletons out of the town.
Yeah,
Right?
we can tell the skeletons
Yeah,
to
I
stay
could have
here.
them. I could have them.
You
can have them
remember
lay-
that they said that the priests told them not to let anybody in the town or it will doom them all.
Yep.
And they seem to take that seriously.
I mean, we could force our way in if we needed to.
I mean, we don't want to force our way in. That's just not going to help our situation. I mean, we
No.
force our way in, and then what? Fight the entire town and say, no, we're good guys. Let us stay for the night.
Yeah.
Elliston, Gilthanus, and Lorana, and Flint, none of them would participate in that.
No, I don't
Right.
want to force our way in.
Yeah.
But if it means, unless someone has a better idea,
And we're-
They would all argue against that wholeheartedly. I
I
can
think
tell.
Yeah.
we're gonna die out here if
Yeah,
we
I
don't.
I don't really know what the other.
Go-
Well, why don't let that be our argument? Listen, we're going to die out here.
Is
I
there
don't
any
think
animal
think it's
life
gonna help.
around?
You haven't seen any.
I'll move away from the group so that and I'll start looking for animal life.
Sure, it's a really low DC because there's nothing around you for the animals to hide in.
No birds or anything.
I love the fact that we're all like discussing whether or not we should go back to town, and Ergrin's like over like doing duck
Yeah.
calls. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
it's like, oh, Ergrin's lost it. All right,
Ergin's
we need to go. We need to go back to town because Ergrin's lost it.
Ergrin's gone bye-bye, Egon. What have you got left?
You let us in. Our friends making bird calls.
Did you roll, Ergrin?
Would you want me to roll? I'm sorry.
A survival check, I guess.
Oh, a survival check?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. Ooh, yeah, baby.
I don't know. There it is.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
22.
yeah. There's.
he
I
sees
mean,
every animal.
yeah, there
He
aren't.
sees
Any. But
every form
but they're all in his
of-
mind. Yeah, there's no. You don't see anything here.
I'm looking around for something that would be like a burrow or something along those lines.
Yeah, I
where,
understand
like,
what you're looking for. Yeah.
well, not a burrow that I could get into, but like
I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that was
You
my...
see an old rabbit hole that hasn't been used in years.
All right, I changed it to a rabbit.
So long,
Gooses!
Meanwhile,
Anyway, yeah, Flint Gorell is like, if we present our case like we're gonna die out here, go back to the door and tell them that. Like, I don't think it's gonna help the town if they have dead bodies scattered across their front gate.
I don't think it's going to
Just-
matter to him, but it's
Just
better.
let us stay the night in some shelter, a barn, and we'll
Maybe-
be gone in the morning.
Maybe
yeah,
we
can
could.
offer them service and money and whatever. They
Yeah,
want.
yeah, we'll
We can
offer
mend
money.
things.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
maybe
offer
we
to
could
fix something.
buy stuff from them, and they throw it over. We throw the money up to them.
You know that.
You. I'm just. Elliston, he's the wise one. He will say.
Is he though?
I'm not saying you have to listen to him. He says, "You do remember that you've threatened their lives. They've
Yep.
shot at us
Yep.
with arrows. They have 100 archers, 100 even.
Yeah.
And the further back we move, the more difficult it will be to ultimately get to our destination."
Do you think
All
we
right.
can survive another 3 days out here, exposed the way we are?
I don't know that we'll survive another 3.5.
So your advice is to press on.
That would be my vote.
I gotta agree with him.
Roll wisdom checks for Lorana, Gilthanis, and Flint.
They're all disadvantaged, right?
Yeah.
Ability checks.
Yeah. Ciderin cheered 500 bits and says, "Raise the city." R-A-Z-E. Huzzah.
I mean, we
That's
could take-
100 archers sitting in.
Just send Gorell in.
Just said Gorell. Gorell and Flint.
Or we could sneak in during the night.
Lorana agrees with Elliston. Gilthanis and Flint, they don't know what to do.
There's bound to be something that we can find along the way. Let's just keep our eyes open.
All right.
We go back to that town, they're going to just pepper us full of arrows, and then we're going to be just dead.
Except for Gorell. And probably Flint.
Well, and Curly Jr.
Yep.
I would think having Junior behind us will help. All right,
You know that-
so let's press on then.
You know that part in Pirates of the Caribbean where they're talking about Jack and they're actually talking about the monkey on what's
Yeah.
his face's shoulder. That's what I feel like with Curly Jr. It's like, okay, Curly, and Curly's like, what? I didn't say anything. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, we named the skeleton Curly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're naming the skeleton.
There's no fireball, though, Ciderin. We have no fireballs in this group. Oh, yeah, we do. What am I
We do.
thinking? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we
Ooh.
do.
We do?
Oh, Skin and Bones over here. You know he's got a fireball up that
Hasn't used
robe
one
sleeve
yet.
of his. That doesn't mean he ain't got it. He's 8th level already. Hey, he's got it. He's got it.
Haven't you used it?
I don't know. Not Fireball.
Really?
I've used the meteors.
All right, what are you doing?
Not that Ergrin knows. Ergrin just starts heading towards the Tarsus. Did I say it right? Is that the
I
plan?
mean, I think we should go back, but if the group says go forward, then let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Going back
Corell
is-
and Flint both say go forward.
Going back is sure death.
Yeah, then
Going
we're not.
forward is maybe.
No, going back is sure death. Going back is terrible. Going
Right.
forward is we're probably going to die.
No, going back is they're going to kill us because they've already seen us. I thought
Right.
maybe I could try and intimidate them. That ain't gonna work.
Well, we
They
didn't
see
try
you
to-
walking
we didn't
around
try
with-
to- we didn't
you
try
s-
to intimidate them with force.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're going.
100 archers is an awful lot of shots.
Yeah.
I'm just here to tell you, man. I don't
So
think.
Let's go forward.
I mean, we're all hellfire and brimstone nasty, but that's still 100 shots.
Yeah. I vote we go forward.
Forward it is.
All right. Travel another day. Are you going to camp or press on?
If we camp, does that make our ability check better?
It'll.
If we
We
rest,
have to camp. We can't not.
we have to camp.
We
Yeah.
We have
need
to
die
camp,
if we
yeah.
don't.
We need to
Okay.
take. We're gonna just keep.
We're gonna
taking-
have to rest whenever we can and
Okay.
do whatever we can.
I'm going to need another set of Constitution saving throws from everybody.
We're all at disadvantage.
I got to
Yep.
remember that our man Riverwind has one fail.
Oof.
Oh,
Flint.
damn.
All right,
Yikes!
let's do Riverwind first, shall we?
Oof.
Oh, you got the one.
Two.
Green at one.
Oh,
Okay. It's a little better for Gorell.
None of you actually made the DC though.
Oh.
Ergrin. Come
So
on.
we all get another level of exhaustion.
Oh, geez, I got a one for Ergrin too. Screw that. I'm
3
using,
1.
I'm using it.
You guys
I'm-
do have
I'm using
inspiration. Now there's still a
inspiration.
disadvantage roll, but you could re-roll anybody who
Right.
missed.
Well, that is an absolutely
We
terrible.
all really missed.
Well, you all missed, but yeah.
So we take
All
another
right.
one.
Yeah, I'm
Three
I'm
of you
re-rolling
rolled
for
nat
Flint.
ones though. That
No,
was the
four
best.
of us
Right?
rolled
Four
nat
of you?
ones. Yeah.
Okay, I still gonna fail because I got a 13 is the
15 is the DC here.
15
I
is-
tried. I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, come
That
on!
was close. Oh wait, Flint couldn't do it anyway because he doesn't have a inspiration point.
Oh, he doesn't get inspiration.
Well, I guess you
points?
could use yours for him if you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, you did, and he missed. So just mark that off on your sheet.
Great. And I'm gonna burn another one for Gorell.
Okay.
Hey! Oh,
Nope.
It's a disadvantage, yeah, man.
disadvantage. It's like,
Wow, what
yeah!
a roller coaster of emotion.
Seriously. All right, down.
All right, you're all at 4.
3.
Well,
Three.
some of you are 3, some of you are at 4. You're right.
And how close are we?
I don't know. You could definitely see the city in the distance.
Oh shit! Hit point maximum half.
Okay, we can see it. We can see it in the distance.
So
All right.
You can
So does that mean
feel
we
like
gain
it'll
another
take you
exhaustion
enough.
level?
Like if you guys press on with your slow speed, you can probably make it there sometime in the middle of the night.
Hold on this. Oh, it still didn't do it. Okay. I wasn't on disadvantage on my saving throws yet. But it doesn't matter. I still rolled the
Still
13 as the
missed.
primary roll on the reroll. And on the first one was a freaking 12.
Oh wait, yeah. We're,
Whatever.
at 2, you're not at disadvantage on saving throws.
No,
So
it's
the
on
first,
3.
The first one.
Three.
So
I
you would
rolled
have
a
made the
15.
first one then, Zane. Yeah.
So do I get another level?
No, you don't.
Okay. So I'm at 2.
I do need you to roll another Constitution save, though, for
Okay.
your overall
All of us?
health. No, just
Right.
Zane.
That's a 9.
You take one
I'm-
point. You take 1 point of damage,
Okay.
so not bad.
So we're about how far away from the?
You figure that from where you can see, come morning, and it's a little brighter, not quite as snowy, still super cold. You figure based on the distance and your slow moving bodies, you can probably get there sometime if you push through, middle of the night.
All right. I'm going to cast Fly on myself and Zarek. And that
Okay.
makes us, for 10 minutes, we have a move speed of 60.
Okay, mine's half.
It's unaffected by that.
Oh wait, wait.
Where it's a fly speed.
Oh, okay.
It's magical.
Actually, it's double that. It's a regular movement speed is 60. You can use
can
your
double
action
move,
to
yeah.
move. You can double
we can,
move.
We can
So you can
dash.
do 100 and yes.
For 10
So
minutes,
you
we
can
can go 120 feet every 6 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want to
Oh,
run
wow.
ahead?
So
So-
you guys would be able to get there before nightfall.
We would be able to get there like.
Well, how long does this last?
And
It
then,
lasts for
10 minutes.
but I can just keep doing it for. I can keep doing it for a half hour.
so you want us to run ahead and then like bring.
Yeah.
people
So
back?
basically,
That's a
you
good idea.
Yeah. So you would make up how much time? Let's say.
We'll be going 4
Couple
times
hours.
as fast. Yeah, probably a couple hours.
Yeah. So like we'll even say 4 hours.
Okay, so we can make.
So
up
if you
4
get there,
hours.
yeah. So like they would get there around 2 or 3 in the morning, and you'd get there around 10, 11.
So why don't we send? I could send 2 people. Oh no, I'd have to be
No,
there.
you'd
to
have
cast
to be
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get on my back.
No, you're exhausted. You're not gonna be able to carry anything.
And I'm assuming that the snow drifts here are not large enough to make a snow cave.
I mean, you could gather snow and make a fort if you want.
That's what I thought.
That's what I'm
No.
gonna have. I'm gonna leave the skeletons with the command of gather snow for a fort.
I can totally see it. They pick it up in their skeleton hands and just You're like sand.
Well, they're wearing like armor scraps. They could take like a piece off and stuff like that.
Yeah. You guys wait here while the skeletons build you a snow fort. We're gonna fly ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So Zarek and Zane are going to fly ahead and try to come back with horses or a cart or something to get some shelter for everybody. So, do you guys want to wait here, or do you want to continue on?
I think we should continue on. I'm just going to keep pressing forward. We don't die until 6. So
PM.
I would just keep pushing towards TARDIS.
Artist.
TARDIS. Tarsus.
Is everyone okay with this plan?
Yes, I think you guys
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. We're gonna push. I think we should push ahead as well while you
Alright.
two. go
Hanging
ahead.
out in the cold is probably worse than moving in the cold.
Yeah. Exactly.
Does water work? A water walk work on snow? Technically, it's water.
Yeah, you can walk on top of the snow. Sure.
Yeah, it's not. I just saw
You
it.
absolutely make that. That can absolutely work for you. Yes. I don't know how it's going to help you.
Well, if it was deep snow, it would.
It's not
but
that.
it's
I mean,
it's
no,
not deep
yours,
snow.
The reason you're moving
Yeah.
so slowly is
It's because we're just cold.
Yeah, you're cold and tired. You haven't slept in days.
I'm just being an ass. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
Fuck 5th edition and no endure elements. I thought I had this. I was like, no worries. We'll rest one night. What the fuck?
I was this close to taking Lehman's tiny hut with my last level up. Too.
That would have been.
Oh, that would have been
that would have been
awesome.
perfect, by the way.
Yep, I was like, oh, Lehman's tiny hut or something else. I'm like, the something else is really appealing.
Right? No, I hear you.
Well, it better be helpful later. That's all I know.
It probably will be. It would have been helpful raising the town.
Racing the town.
I'm telling you, 100 archers. Adam, do me a favor. Just do that. Slash roll 100 d20.
Is that the right roll or just R?
Just slash R. 100 d20.
It's gonna take a while, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
It
So
might.
anyway,
But we'll see when it pops up.
continue on.
This is Salvo 1.
We
Fire!
just broke Roll20 by doing this. Roll20, if you'd like to be a
You said
sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Look,
you
there it
go.
is.
Holy
Okay,
cow!
so there's
Roll
1,
gets
2,
hit. He doesn't
3.
take
There's
any damage.
3
Clint and
crits.
I have armor classes.
There's
above
4,
20.
5,
Yeah.
6.
I
There's
could be
6.
flying above everyone, raining down terror.
Okay, so in the first salvo,
You firestorm?
there's
Like, what do you have?
definitely people dying.
And there were +3 to each of those two.
The +3 to it on top of it. Oh my goodness.
Why is there +3 on top of all that?
Because they won
That's
that
their-
competition. It's
Yes.
There are a couple of ones, so those bows broke.
There are 6 ones.
So those
Yep.
bows would have
But
broken.
I wouldn't have gotten hit by any of these.
Yeah, neither would have Gorel.
No, not the crits.
The nat 20s you would be hit by.
You'd get hit by nat
Why?
20s.
Because I'm a-
Because they're nat
I'm an
20s.
armor class.
Because
Oh,
nat 20s are automatic
yeah.
hits.
They're automatic hits.
Oh,
That's how
yeah.
D&D works. I can't explain it any better than that.
Even
Just
with the
saying,
ring?
we probably could have
Yeah,
survived.
even with
I
the
would have
ring.
survived. I'm telling you right now.
So basically, the
So
first
basically
salvo
that-
goes off.
As you
Well,
guys
definitely.
are huddling in the cold, I really feel like we could have survived this onslaught and killed everybody in that fucking town, guys.
Yes. Desperate fever dreams when you're freezing to death. Absolutely, that would have come up.
Like, I mean, we could have skinned them and worn their flesh for warmth.
We could be eating for days.
Actually, a ranger, I know how to do all that survival stuff, but there's nothing here to do. It's not deep enough snow. I can't make a snow cave. There's no animals around for me to talk to try and figure out. And I've been searching the landscape. There's nothing, no place where we could actually get shelter. I'm correct on this. This is which is okay. So there you go. I can talk to the animals. I can,
Oh, by the way,
you know,
everybody,
I could make a snow cave.
as you guys are moving, everybody make me a perception check.
Of
At
course.
disadvantage. It's not. We're gonna fail. Why even ask?
I want to see when you figure.
Watch.
this
I'm gonna
out.
like 2 nat 20s on this bitch.
Wow, double 6 for Curly. That's Curly Jr. the skeleton, though.
Yep.
So
Oh my god.
Oh look, there
Why
it is.
even
Okay,
Curly
look.
Jr.?
On disadvantage, I get a 7.
Oh my god.
Gorel got a 0.
Gorel's got
Gorel's
snow in his
eyes are frozen over the voice. Yeah, so it looks like Ergrin is the only one. Oh wait, I'm
Oh,
Flint.
Flint.
Yeah, Flint got it.
So that's enough. There's 2 of you. So as you guys are arguing and coming up with this plan, just before Zane and Zarek take off, Ergrin says, wasn't there supposed to be water here?
What?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to.
Tarsus was a
It's on the
seaport,
coast, right?
but there's
Yeah.
no. We
No.
haven't. And you're looking around. we
Ergrin
haven't-
knows what it is. The water's frozen. The snow's on top of it. It looks
no,
like it's.
that's not it
No.
at all. There was
But wait,
no.
wasn't there no water on the map?
No, there was water on your map. Yes.
So the water's receded.
Oh, but this is, how old is this map? This is before the Cataclysm, this map?
Yes, it is.
So,
Ooh.
great.
Yeah, but you don't
So
see
there's,
any
like,
signs of any
trees
large body
and
of
shit.
water.
Oh. Well, that's fine. We need to get the fuck in the mall.
Yep.
All right, you guys take off.
Yes.
All right, you all
I give the
continue.
skeletons the command of continue forward with the group
Okay,
towards the city.
each one holds on to another character's hand.
And we'll drag them if they have to. If they die on the way, that's fine. Skeletons will
Just
just drag their
skeletons will
bodies.
drag them through. They'll at least be well preserved in the cold.
Junior's got the flaming sword. They'll be okay.
All right, so
The flaming sword.
Zane and Zarek are the first to see this. Now it's a miserable day, by the way.
No shit.
You guys are ahead by a couple hours. You can better see this, even though when you're further away flying. You see the famed white-winged ships of Tarsus. These beautiful ships with, like, built to look like, almost like a swan, like a beautiful ship. Most of them are on their sides. They're all landlocked. It does not appear that this is going to be a way to transport anybody via the water, because there ain't no water here.
Cool. Is there shelter?
You do get there. I'm gonna need Zane. What level were you casting those flies on?
Level 4. I did the damage already.
Okay. So do another Constitution saving throw, and then everybody besides Zarek also do another Constitution saving throw.
Oof. I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Good idea. Better, but not good enough. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The good news is you're still on a D4 here.
Okay.
3 that time, so still not bad. And Zarek, you can see that after all of this exertion plus the last 4 days, Zane is really struggling. You're beyond half carrying, half dragging. You're basically just carrying him at this point. And then what did everybody else get? Flint, another level.
6.
Gorell, another level.
Of exhaustion?
Yep. So you guys are at 4 or 5 now.
Well,
can't open
Gorell's at 4.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that's another fare for Riverwind.
And Flint's at 3. There's always one behind.
All right, let's see. Bam.
All right. So mark up your exhaustions. Zane and Zarek, you stumble through the gates of the city. Well, you get stumbled to the gates of the city. Thank you, Gilbert Noetzel, not Natzel, for liking the stream. Gilbert.
Just say
Thank
Gilbert.
you. Huzzah.
Thanks, Gilbert. Huzzah!
Part of the fun of the show is me trying to pronounce people's names. That's why people come back week after week.
Yeah, that's exactly why they're all here.
Whose name will he butcher tonight?
Find out on DragonLance.
It could be you. All right. You guys get to the gate. There is a guard there. 2 guards, as a matter of fact. He's like, you walk here.
It killed that guy.
And he sees you. The other guard, well, they're a little confused on what to do. They're one says we should get help, and then they say, but look at that one. Who are you? Who goes there?
My bro's sick.
I can tell. He looks
Do we
literally like death.
There are others who are dying. Do you have horses that we can use to bring them back here?
We can pay you.
We'll pay you as much as you want.
Wait, you still have friends out there? It's cold.
Yes, they're dying.
They're dying.
All right. Come in. Where are they? Down the road? Are they on the road or are they?
Yeah, they're on the road. They're about a half a day's travel back.
Wow. All right. Come inside. You guys are.
Wow.
Yeah, it's winter. Probably should have gotten
Who
a
got
horse
these
or a
boots?
carriage or something. If you're gonna travel down here, we haven't had visitors in some time. All right, yeah. Come in. There's an inn, the Inn of the Red Dragon. Glad you could appreciate the irony.
That sounds perfect.
All right, Barry, take them to the inn. I'll get some people to go help their friends.
There's about 10. 10? Is it 10? How many are there? Garel, Flint, Lorana, Gilthanis, Bergrin, Riverwind, Curly.
The poor skeletons, but they don't need to come.
They don't know about those guys.
So there's about 10 people out there.
Wow, you got all of you together. Nobody thought to bring a horse or a carriage. All right, who am I to
We
judge?
tried.
And then he holds his hand out
So
as if he's
Hang on.
waiting for a tip.
Yep, no, that's fine. So Zane will reach into his robes and pull out one of the gems that's worth 500 each,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just put it on the guy's hand.
Yeah, he's like,
Please
oh,
make sure my friends are safe.
yeah, buddy, you got it. Woof. Hey, you got to do something about your brother. I don't think he's gonna make it. Anyway,
He's sick.
he calls off to another guard in the little guardhouse nearby, and yells for him to gather some men and some horses and head out to save your friends. It brings you
Yeah,
guys to the
They'll
inn.
be odd looking when you get there.
Yeah, I kind of
I heard
gathered
some
that
of
by
the
the look of you, buddy. No offense. You look weird, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know, I gotta point out, we wouldn't be in this situation if the refugees hadn't ate our horses. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
true.
Just gonna say that.
All right. So, long story short, they bring you to this inn. It is, by the way, the streets are. I know it's late and it's evening, but the streets are very quiet. It almost like it's well, it is freezing, but it seems like that. Like for a city this large, you would have expected more people. And the inn itself also has a handful of people in there. There's a pretty large great room that they bring you into. And then there are stairs on either side of the bar leading to a second story where you imagine that's where the rooms are. There's, like I said, a handful of people, most together. There's one guy, old dude sitting at the bar by himself, 3 sheets. And they're able to, like I said, they gather the rest of you. They don't know what to do when they see the skeletons. They say, are we supposed... I don't... That wasn't part of the deal. The skeletons are not going to be able to come into the city. I can tell you that right now.
No, yeah, Flint's like, that's fine.
Yeah. They're keepsakes anyway.
Yeah.
So.
They're just pack animals, really.
You guys, so
Actually-
weird.
Well, they didn't tell us. They don't listen to us. Never mind.
They don't listen to you now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they keep following, by the
Yeah,
way.
they're just gonna keep following.
But they're gonna eventually, like, if they're on horseback, they're not gonna catch up. They're not gonna be able to.
I mean, they'll catch up sooner or later.
They'll catch up sooner
No,
or later.
Yeah.
eventually, but, like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be like in.
No, our friends.
Well, don't
will
you?
get
How
first.
long do they last though? Do you have to raise them again?
They last 24 hours
Okay.
from whenever I cast the spell.
Got it.
So
So we,
what I had assumed was I was casting the spell at night.
Sure.
So like when they get to the, because they're not
arrive.
exhausted, so they move at full speed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
so when they arrive at the town, they're just gonna. Like,
We'll live out of the
crumble.
town. I'll go to the gate. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
So
up.
wait out here. I'll be back in the morning.
Hey guys, just leave those bones wherever you find them.
Wherever
Okay?
they fall.
It would really help me out. Just don't mix them together because it's such a pain in the ass to sort out.
Curly will get up and he'll have Stanley's arm.
Yeah. All right, so
Linus is shorter than the rest of them.
I'm assuming you guys get rooms.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you're getting there's plenty of rooms open. Like you could each get some of you would have to double up, but I mean you could probably get 6 rooms, 7 rooms.
I mean,
Great.
Gorell and I
I
can
imagine
share
everybody's pretty much gonna.
It is
go
your
anyway.
yes, your wedding night.
one. Hell of a honeymoon.
At this point, Gorell's not complaining. He's cold.
Yeah, he'll snuggle with anyone at this point.
Anyone. You're the hairiest one here, so you gotta be warm.
It's true.
Is that how that works?
Survival instincts kick in.
All right,
Well, Ergrin's gonna get warm broth
sure.
first thing, and drink warm broth from the
Sure.
inn, and then go and sleep. We have to rest
It's
one
gonna
day
be 5
per level
five
of
steel,
exhaustion.
right? 5 steel apiece.
We have something like
That's
20,000
fine.
steel.
I have
don't we?
more than
Yeah, I know you
yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
know. They don't know that. Otherwise, they would
Yeah.
have jacked up the price.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Gorell's
and that'll
gonna,
that'll include 1 meal a day as well.
Great.
Yeah,
5
'cause-
steel per day, you're saying?
Yeah.
So, what's the highest level of exhaustion that we have here? I've got 4.
There's 4.
I'm at 4.
I have 4.
Okay, 4. So we have to be here for a minimum of 4 days.
To completely recover.
You
To
can recover
completely
1
recover.
level of exhaustion per day.
Now there's a bartender. Like I said, there's a handful of people in the bar. Do you want to talk to anybody, or you?
So for the
Not
first
today.
night, I say we just hit the racks and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll wait up as long as I can for my skeletons to come, and if I
Yeah,
can,
they would have attacked your skeletons at the gate.
Okay. Can I just go grab something from there?
Who are you asking?
Well, I'm just gonna go out.
Oh, would you go out the next morning?
Yeah. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna ask the guard that I gave 500 gold pieces to.
Yeah. What do you need?
Yeah. Well, one of them had something that I need.
Oh, the skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was yours. We should have guessed.
Yeah, they were mine.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, look. You can't really bring those into the city.
I understand.
But yeah, if you need to go, I mean, they swept them to the side by now, but everything's still there, I guess. What are you looking for?
Zarek will go with you.
Yep. So I'll go grab the sword.
All right, roll a percentile to see if anybody stole the sword.
Okay.
And you want high or low?
I'll take high.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah, nice.
sword's still there.
All right. I will get the flaming sword, and I'll whisper to the skull, "I'll be back tomorrow, Curly. Don't
Don't you worry.
All gonna be okay.
I would never leave you. I love you most of all. Right back at you, boss.
Oh, this is fantastic.
All right. So next morning.
Go to the innkeep, I guess. Thank you for letting us stay here.
Yeah. You're all right. You still look like literal death.
The journey here has taken its toll on me,
Yeah.
more ways than one. What happened to the water?
What do you mean?
Isn't this a port city?
How long have you been out there? This is
I'm not from around here.
This hasn't been a port city in about 350 years. The
Flint's gonna unroll the map. Flint's gonna unroll the map on the
That's
bar.
not common knowledge.
Oh, that's an
This-
no, it's
This
Okay.
not. And it's common knowledge for people down here.
Right.
No.
We're from way north. We don't
Yeah.
make it
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Flint's showing them the map. Like
Yeah,
it
that
was
map
supposed
is
to be water.
super old.
It's what they call an antique.
Yeah.
It's probably
That-
worth some money.
Valuable?
Yeah, that map. Yeah. After the cataclysm, the sea disappeared. You see those boats out there when you came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you notice, maybe you didn't. It was late. There are people living in there now. It's outside the walls, not super safe, but what can you do if you need a place to live? And those boats are useless now because what are they going to do? I mean, it's
Right.
hundreds of miles to the.
I saw a cover to a book once,
Yeah.
and they had skis on these boats.
That's a different boat.
Oh,
If you're talking about.
yes,
these,
I'm talking about that.
those are not the boats here.
Those are the boats we're looking for, though.
They're
Okay.
not. No, those are not the boats you're looking for. Those
So-
aren't the boats you were expecting, and they're also not here in the city.
So what? So the cataclysm happened and the water just went away.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I can't explain it. I wasn't even alive.
It created a sea.
It created somewhere else. Yeah.
These guys are human.
For example, you know that there was the sea outside of Zaxaroth that wasn't there before.
Do you have a new map?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Is
Flint's
there a new
like,
map
can we
available?
trade this
Probably
antique
at the
for a new
library,
map?
The library.
Yeah, there you
Wow,
go.
How
Ask 'em.
long have you been? The library was destroyed in the Cataclysm too.
Oh.
Damn
mean,
it!
I could tell you where the ruins are if you're looking for that,
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
you're not going to find a new map there. Maybe in the
This is D&D. We want the ruins.
governor's maybe in the courthouse, the governor's chambers may have something. I don't know. There's probably a
Okay.
cartographer here somewhere. I've never really needed a map. I don't go anywhere. I've lived here my whole life.
These guys are human, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You are the
So-
only elves and half elves in this place.
What about
Okay.
dwarves?
No dwarves either.
No
Okay.
dwarves. Just humans. Okay.
Yeah.
Any Kender?
No. We might find one, but not in here tonight.
So we.
All right.
Thank you,
each
Josh
heal one
Pop,
level
for
of-
liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! We
each
have-
healed one level of exhaustion.
We do have plans for Kendra in the future. The chat and I have been devising a plan.
Oh, you're talking about Robo Linus?
Yeah, man.
Robo Linus.
The gnomes get a hold of them. They build them, make them better, stronger.
They couldn't make him any
faster.
worse.
Twice as annoying.
The $6 million Kender. Zarathon on and on. Thank you for subscribing for 5 months. Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah! Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
That's the same
Um,
guy. That's Josh.
All right. So
I know
Flint
what you're
rolls
talking
up,
about.
rolls up the map, grumbles in Dwarven under his breath about useless people.
What are you mage handing?
Oh, sorry, no, that was
Oh.
an accident.
He grabs the
Mage
map
hand
out of
is like,
yeah. As Flint tries to roll it up, you just keep unrolling it.
Damn it!
Well, I suggest that we just hunker down here for
Oh
a little
yeah,
while.
Gaz says 6 million steel, Kender. Yes, not dollar.
Yeah.
6.
And then I think we should go check out these ruins of this library.
Well, let's see what we can find out about the town over the next couple of days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah,
time.
fun with that. I'm not really good with folk. I'm going to sleep in my room till I feel better. If you need me, come get me.
Elliston also says maybe we could find some way, or see maybe if there's somewhere safe information or something.
Yeah.
Erdrin's going to definitely take a long, hot bath.
I think everybody would be happy about
Yes.
that.
Everybody would be appreciative of
He's using the soap that was given to him.
that. His hand pressed soap. So.
Okay, so
Guiltiness.
where does everybody want to go? I'm sorry. Yes, you have something you would
Well-
like to say to Guiltiness.
Yeah. What would this city be any better for
For the
elves?
refugees?
I
For the
don't. I
refugees.
mean, we're not that. We're only 5 days away from where we were before, so probably not. I mean, we can ask around. I don't know anything about this city.
Right.
For example, I thought they were boats.
So did we all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we can find out and go from there.
All right.
See, we can leave the refugees with a clean fucking conscience because that dwarf Thornhold is way more defensible than this place is.
You did. Zane did qualify that if you found a port city, you would go back and tell them.
Yep.
So I'm just throwing it out there. Now, Ergrin also has ways to communicate with people.
Yeah. I do.
You'd have to find a bird or something, but mouse. Hope it doesn't die on the way there.
Yeah, a mouse.
There's definitely rats. It's a city.
Yeah,
All right,
2 years
so-
later.
Where does everybody want to go?
I'm gonna sleep for a couple more days.
Yeah, ditto.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
and
Zane's
Yeah,
gonna
same with
see,
Burrell.
Zane's gonna see if he can get.
Dave's gonna like start walking out, and Zarek's gonna grab him. You need to rest.
Okay, Zane will rest for another day.
2.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we were all
3.
going to rest for another day,
Yeah.
at least.
All right. Anybody gonna do something before that other day of rest?
Well, since Flint has the map, he's going to try and trade this antique for a newer map over at wherever.
So he wants to find a cartographer or something.
something like that, yeah, and have a up to date
While we're
map,
resting at the inn,
Mhm.
and then he'll go back to the inn and rest.
while we're resting at the inn, Zane's gonna try and get the lay of the land, like where the shops are, where the ruins for the library are, what else was destroyed in the cataclysm, anything of note happen recently, have there been any strange activity, anything like that. Get some rumors or whatnot.
Just
From
get some
who?
guy, buy him some beer, give him an empty page, and say, "Hey, if this was the city."
So you're gonna go down to. So you guys are down here.
Ooh. Nobody at home can see this beautiful map, though.
Oh shit. There you go. Now you can.
Is there beautiful map playing music?
There's
on?
fucking music. Whether it's map reading music or not, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
So
Put in the
anyway,
chat if you think this is math meaning. You know what I'm trying to
yeah, you do that. Do exactly what Katie just said, guys.
say.
To the letter.
Which way did we come in?
You came in from
Through the east gates?
The north gate here
North
at the
gate.
top.
Okay.
What's that?
And we went through pretty much in half the town to get to this inn of the Red Dragon.
Yeah. It's basically the only, inn that's functioning. They said they don't get a lot of visitors here, so
Right.
like there are other taverns, and plus for the amount of people that you guys have, there's not a lot of other places to stay.
Okay.
Most of it is residential. There's the marketplace. You would have gone through. You would have seen the marketplace
Yeah, but it
when
was
you went
like
past the central plaza.
10
But it was
o'clock at night
dark
when-
too, so it was hard to see. But
Yeah.
you went past the palace.
What kind of government is there? Is it like a king or is it?
It's a governor.
Okay.
They tell you. So who are you asking? You gonna go downstairs?
Yeah, just gonna talk with the innkeep, the proprietor.
Sure. Anybody else going, or are you guys just resting?
Resting.
Zarek follows.
Yeah, I figured, but okay.
And all these ships are all down lockdowns. This is all.
Yeah. As soon as you get down, and these, by the way, in the lower city, those little red
Those are all
things
the
there.
ships.
Those are the ships. Those are the ship hulls.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's the new lower city.
Those are some really well-made ships to be over 300 years old.
Yeah, they are. And obviously they were patched up and, over time
Right.
as well and, built into shelters. But this is the seawall here. So this is where the water used to be. No longer there. So when you guys walk downstairs in the morning of, I guess, the third day, you've had food brought to you, I'm assuming, during that time.
Mm-hmm.
As you're resting. Now, how many rooms do you have and who's staying with whom?
Zane and Zarek are staying together.
Right.
Lorana and Gil.
Lorana and Gil finished.
I don't want
I'm
to be
assuming
presumptuous.
Gorell and Flint.
Gorell and Flint, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be with. No, it makes more sense for Ergrin to be with Riverwind because they're both plainsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Crow.
Like they're probably just. They both were like.
So Ergrin and Riverwind and Lorana and
then Curl, Flan, and Ellison.
Curl, Flan,
Yep.
Curly Jr.
Yeah. Just a skull that he snuck in.
Sure, that works. 1, 2,
And that's all of you, right?
5.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Yeah, 5 player characters, and then each of us has a buddy.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So you guys walk downstairs, and again, the breakfast crowd is not much larger than the dinner crowd was. Although, at a booth close to the fire, you see 4 Draconians sitting eating breakfast.
Oh.
Nobody seems to be paying them any, nobody seems nervous, or that they're out of place. The waitress is, serving them as if she were any of the other people. Now, they're sitting off to themselves. There's nobody, there's
nobody interacting with them other than the waitress.
And Ciderin asks a question, are they wearing blue? And yes, their dragon armor is blue and not red.
And they look like a species of dragon.
That you've seen before, yeah. You see two. There's 2 Baz, 2 K-Pack, the 2 that you've seen the most. Yeah.
What?
Foot soldiers, you guess from your experience.
This is the beginning of the 3rd day or the beginning of the 4th day?
3rd day.
This is now the 3rd.
So we've recovered another exhaustion
Yes.
point.
I started off at level 4 exhaustion. I'm now at 1.
Yes, I am fresh.
Well, we've been here. We slept. Oh, the first night that we were there. So this is 2 days after we arrived, is what you're
Yes.
saying? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Got it. So Riverwind is fine now.
So everyone should have at most 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Well, Gorell's at 2. He was all the way. He was at 4. Now he's at
Yeah,
2.
so you should be at 1.
This is the 3rd day.
You should be at 1.
Oh, it's a 3rd day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, 1. And Flint's fully healed.
Okay.
I think just Gorell and Zarek. And
Garrett,
Gilfins.
And we'll say Curlithlon since he's not here.
Ergrin has 1,
And Elliston,
Okay.
they're both a little sleepy still.
but that's the one that's just on ability checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys enter the tavern.
So to the purveyor, who I've been chatting for the last couple of days. Are they? Is that normal? For
Oh.
the Draconians?
Well, I mean, not historically, but recently, yeah.
They don't give you guys any trouble?
So far, so good. And he leans in. Says, rumor has it that the governor made some sort of deal with these armies and these creatures.
Have you guys been noticing any disappearances or anything like that lately? Or
I mean, we had a number of people flee the city, but that most of that was prior to when the dragons started flying around overhead.
how frequent is that with the dragons and stuff?
Hard to say. I don't know that there's been any pattern that I've noticed, but it's been for the past month. It's been pretty frequent. Definitely more so over the last couple of weeks, I'd say.
We've had some run-ins with some draconians,
Really? Live to tell about it, though, have you?
more or less.
Yeah, more or less. I say, and he gives you a little
As he
punch on
talks
the
to a
arm.
guy that looks like a skeleton. Yes, we have.
No, and it's just the foot soldiers that you've seen. You haven't seen any.
Oh no, there's officers, what they call a high master, a highbrow, the leader,
My lord.
High Lord. Yeah, you have seen these guys, yeah. I've seen that one in play. Wears a creepy mask. Kind of looks like a monstrous dragon-like face there. Call the Blue Lady. From what I could tell, everyone either loves her if they're in the her inner circle, or fears her. Hasn't come in here yet, though.
And she's been around town.
Seen her now and then. Flies off on a giant blue dragon now and then as well. Comes and goes a bit. Don't know if she's here now or not.
You guys hearing that?
What?
Thunder?
No.
No.
No. Okay, just
Having
wondering
a
if it's
storm?
hell out here. Oh, it's like a total downpour outside right
Wow.
now. Just wondering if you were hearing that. Okay.
Nope. So Ergrin's gonna walk up to the bar. Then at that point,
Hey, what can I get for you? Breakfast?
yeah, broth.
Yeah, you really,
He likes his liquids.
yeah, you really
Love
have been.
Love.
So you ask him about the ruins.
What? Well, you're talking
We
about
haven't gotten
the
there
library.
Yeah, whereabouts can we find that?
He'll tell you just about northeast of the Central Plaza. It's in a residential area now. There's some rubble. I don't. As far as I know, you can't get in. But
We're
I
just
haven't
about
checked.
sightseeing. You know.
Yeah. Oh, you
Going
heard
around.
about the library or Kristan, huh?
Well, you saw the old map that we had. written.
Yeah. You guys.
Yeah.
You guys are really
Yeah.
behind the times. You know that there was a cataclysm, right?
I heard that. once or
Yeah.
twice.
That was a little joke.
I know. So,
Very good.
broth.
Yeah.
I think, Zane, we might want to hurry up.
He goes back into the kitchen and gets it.
Collect everybody. Seems like, well, there's opportunities for danger here.
Mhm. We probably should go to the library, investigate it, and then leave.
Well, I'm hoping, like all good Dungeons and Dragons things, there's going to be a dungeon under.
A dungeon.
Maybe.
Hopefully, no dragon.
That's what I'm hoping, at least. And
I'll
then,
take
yeah.
a dungeon, hold dragon.
Makes no sense to come to this town and not at least check it out. Got to be able to cross it
Agree.
off the list.
Elliston
wanna
says, well,
One
we
day.
also
Zardos.
we're here
Sorry.
for information, and we may not get much information from a destroyed library. Maybe if you're going to look at that, I mean, there may be some value. I don't know, but maybe we could also see if we can get any more information about the surrounding area, since our map is useless. I know Flint has been out for a day looking for a map. We'll say he went out this day to look for his map.
Okay.
And he would also see draconians and dragon, and also humans dressed in blue dragon army armor, walking through the streets.
We should probably talk with the governor if we can as well.
Yeah.
Or avoid him.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to admit it, I'm from the plains and the rugged hills around it. I'm pretty ignorant to most of the other places around. I know back in the day there were smart places where fellers like yourself, and he points at Zane, used to congregate and talk about important stuff, make things like DragonLances and whatnot.
Well, hopefully some of those secrets are still in the ruins of the library.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right, so who should go to the library, and who?
No NPCs, I think, should go to the library, so you're out.
All right, so we'll go to the governor. Maybe Kurlathlon will come with us.
Well,
that sounds like a good
Well,
idea.
I thought that since Flint was looking for like
yeah, Flint's
map.
out looking for a map.
and it sounds like that's where he would be, is around the governor's place.
Yeah, or he'd ask around for a cartographer or something.
Okay.
It is a
All
city,
right.
so.
All right.
I mean, I want to wait one more day because my ability checks are still at this.
Yeah, we can wait another day. There's nothing pressing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pressing, but
I hate to tell you, but
If we lay low,
yeah, if we just hide in our rooms for a day.
well, I reckon if they ain't tore the city up yet, they're probably not going to do it in one more day.
that's what I'm
so I
saying.
guess
If
you're
they have
right.
some sort of
Yeah.
deal with the governor, at least the people here are safe,
Yeah,
more or
but
less. We don't know what else they're up to.
my recommendation, y'all, would be to change up your luck. Just because they're not looking for us here now doesn't mean word isn't going to come real soon. Look for this elf, this dwarf, this fellow looks like he's got some kind of skeletal thing with his hands. So I think maybe we should I guess I'm going to cut my hair, try and find some different clothes. I've already bathed, so I got that taken care of.
He's bleach blonding it in the sink in his hotel room.
So Zane's gonna give the owner of the bar some money and ask him if he'll go out and get some fresh clothes, some in the style of whatever the city is.
Stylish, but not too flary. I prefer
Yeah.
black.
Common looking clothes in the style of whatever the city is for all of us. And then
Girls
for-
like, I like my clothes roomy. My shirt's nice and roomy.
That might be hard to find.
Well, it's a good thing it's winter now, so we could probably get by with plenty of local cloaks and furs and stuff like that. Winter jackets, that sort of thing.
Something that we could blend in reasonably well at like a quick glance.
Yeah, the dwarf's going to be a little bit harder to do, but he's already been poking around, so the damage is done there. But I would keep your all's ears tucked away inside of a hood.
We really do. And then 4 extra cloaks, please.
He
Big,
says, well,
you just get a big scarf.
Yes, that's Spock from
Spock.
Star Trek 4.
he says, well, I could send somebody out there, but are you... look. Thank you, Lord Gasumba, for subscribing. Huzzah! Hi, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
He says, I can send somebody out, but you're not... When you said you've had run-ins with them, you haven't run afoul of the dragon armies, have you?
Not this one in particular.
Wait a minute, what? There's more than one.
Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch. Let's just say that they were corralling people to put to work, and we slipped out of getting corralled. That's all. Nothing more.
We fought our way through one of their strongholds, liberated a few slaves, warded them, defeated one of their high lords, killed them.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So
Yeah, you
The
really
girl
shouldn't have
like
said all
girl
that.
leads it. You know, basics. The
Right.
basics.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
you-
just a few run-ins.
They attacked us first.
They did. They picked a fight with us.
Ooh. Okay.
But
all
not
right.
these guys.
We're already inside these walls. We didn't need to intimidate anybody at this point.
I'm not trying to intimidate them. I'm just telling them the truth.
That's sometimes truth's best left unsaid.
All
No
right.
offense, sir.
Okay.
We're just looking to get out of here as quick as
Not to throw you
possible.
squarely in the
And-
middle
and
of all
not-
this, but you know, now
not
you're
cause
kind of
us a
squarely in the
ruckus.
middle of all
Look.
this.
This is my livelihood here that we're talking about. I'm now really sorry that I asked because
As soon as we get those clothes, we'll be out of your hair.
Marcy, he calls the
Then
The
we're gonna
waitress
be.
over.
Then we'll be out of the city, and we'll be out of everyone's hair.
great,
No one needs to know anything.
great.
I don't. There you go. That's a fella.
They don't have a description of you at all, do they?
No, of course not.
This army, I have no idea.
No,
We didn't even know
No.
that they were here.
Zarek, you really need to teach him
That's
how
Zane.
not to do that.
Okay, never mind.
No, he's not.
I
looking
got
at
you.
Zane.
I
He's
realized,
looking
I
at
realized,
Zarek
yeah.
to tell him about his brother.
You're just being honest.
Yeah, sometimes that ain't
Sarah's
necessary.
Okay.
Maybe yeah.
He says, "Okay, Marcy, go. You how much did you give him?
100 steel.
Enough.
100 steel. Got it." He
Oh,
said,
that's plenty.
"Yeah." He gives her
Yeah,
half.
that's more than enough.
He gives her half, and he says, "Go get them what they need: clothes, disguises, wigs.
Ain't got to be all like.
Go to
that.
the prosthetic nose shop over on Fifth."
I was like, can I have a beard? I've never had a beard.
And that beard.
Yeah.
I can
mean,
totally see that.
Yeah.
Can I get
There's
a
the
beer?
costume shop over in the theater district. You might want to head down there.
You all going all out? Can I get a beard?
It says and make it quick. And she nods. You guys gonna head back to your rooms? What are you doing?
Yes.
No.
Gorell is definitely
Hair
heading
from my
back to the room.
face.
As Gorell starts heading to his room, Ergrin's going to stop and say, "We should probably all be together in the common room here, trying to look inconspicuous as we can."
I'm inconspicuous in my room resting. And he
Well-
he walks into his room and he just closes the door.
Well, there's only one
Zarek's gonna do
exit
the
from
same.
your
He's gonna
room.
Drag
Yeah.
Zane in with him.
Ergrin's going to stay downstairs.
Okay. Zane
Sipping
and Zarek
broth.
going upstairs.
Yes.
As you sip your broth, you notice that at some point, because now the barmaid is gone, they'll call over the barkeep. You've never bothered to ask his name, by the way. Which is good because I don't know it. Yeah. So
I was just thinking of you.
I mean,
Adam.
it's fine. But
I don't want to put you out in the spot with random NPC names.
Yeah. His name is Warwick. Warwick Davis.
Aw.
So the Draconians call him over. You hear them order more food, some ale, and then as he goes to leave, one of them sort of grabs him, by the apron, pulls him closer, sort of gives you the side eye as he talks, quietly. And then Warwick looks a little uncomfortable, and sort of hurries away with trying to make it look like he's not hurrying away. And that's where we will end tonight's session. So thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and others for hanging out with us here on a D&D Friday for Wicked Studios Presents Dragonlance, Dragons of Mystery, Part 1. We will be back with Part 2 and hopefully Gaz next week. That is Thanksgiving week for you Americans.
Is this where we should tell Gaz not to take any wooden swords? Or no, regular? I can't remember. What is it? He was sword swallowing?
Oh, he was
Isn't that
sword
what the problem?
swallowing,
Yeah.
You
that's
wouldn't.
what-
Now, maybe if he followed the wooden sword, it might just be splinters
Oof.
Yeah. There you go.
all up and down his
Sounds terrible.
esophagus. That would be uncomfortable. So, guys, join us next Friday at 9 p.m. for more Dragonlance as we continue our adventure here in Tarsus the Beautiful, also now known as Tarsus the Landlocked.
And the cold.
And the cold. Will, what else do we have here on this channel?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm glad you didn't try and tell them yourself. On Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have currently running Blood and Gold, a Deadlands Weird West story.
Yeehaw! Time for the wacky cowboy! JD is say, thank you for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! But so that's on Wednesday nights, 9:30. Not 9:30, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's pretty much it now. That's all we
That
got
is
going
it.
on at the moment.
And for those of you who like Dragonlance, join me tomorrow night for the Dragonlance Nexus game. It's just type Dragonlance Nexus after Twitch, or go to their YouTube channel or their Facebook page, and you can watch me play dragons on the River of Time, which is an original Dragonlance adventure with the Dragonlance Nexus dudes. So that is 9 p.m. also Eastern Time, and we play once a month. Tomorrow's that time, so check that out here. And thank you guys again for hanging out.
And I'm going to raid us over into Praetor's Rejects. So I'm going to get that started. So you can go ahead and...
Okay, so anyway, guys, thank you. Check us out here Fridays and Wednesdays. And again, Dragonlance Nexus on Saturdays. And we will see you next time. So have a great week. Be careful out there. Don't forget to be kind to one another. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. For Jason, KD, Will.Player, Kemchan, and Gaz, I'm Adam. Wishing you a good night.
Dun, dun, dun. We're about...